La donna è mobile, qual piuma al vento, muta d'accento e di pensiero. Sempre un amabile, leggiadro viso, in pianto in riso e menzognero. La donna è mobile, qual piuma al vento, muta d'accento e di pensiero. E di pensiero. E di pensiero.
Welcome to the Whatever Dating Talk podcast. We're coming to you live from Isla Vista, Santa Barbara County, California, every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific. I'm your host, Brian Atlas. I'm joined by my co-host, Kiki. She's a bit shy. A few quick announcements before the show begins. This channel is viewer supported, so please consider sending a super chat. Throughout the show, I will read super chats $10 and up. All super chats will be displayed in stream overlay. Fit check for a $69 super chat. We've got channel memberships, Patreon, merch. All links are in the description. We're also streaming to Twitch right now, twitch.tv/whatever. Drop us a follow /prime sub, free way to support the show. Also, please support my nonprofit organization, the American Network Against Labiaplasty, or anal for short. We empower women who may feel self-conscious or insecure about their labia. Can we get some hashtag all labia matter in the chat? If you want to be on the show or help with the show, DM at whatever on Instagram. There it is. So it is the first week of classes at UCSB, and apparently UCSB was ranked the #1 party school in America by niche.com, which I think is probably not the case, but I know UCSB has a stellar party scene, but there's no way it's #1, maybe 10 or 20 years ago. But with students back, I thought it would be a great time to announce my Isla Vista Benevolent Reimbursement Fund. As you guys know, I'm a philanthropist. So if you live in Santa Barbara, Goleta, Isla Vista, and you received any petty alcohol or party-related fines like open container of alcohol, under 21 in possession of alcohol, maybe you're throwing a party and received an amplified noise ordinance citation, DM me on Instagram at whatever, a photo of your citation and story, and you may be selected to have your fine paid for in full by me. And I want to make it clear, we do not reimburse for DUIs or acts of terrorism perpetrated while drunk. DM at whatever. Lastly, if you missed it, Sunday I did an interview with the CEO of Next Life Sciences. They are developing Vasogel, a form of non-hormonal male birth control. Check it out. Anyways, we're going to have the guests introduce themselves. So please tell us your name, age, occupation, and your school major, starting with you.
Okay, my name's Noilani, and I'm 18, and I'm not working right now, and I'm a psychology major.
At UCSB or?
SBCC.
Okay, cool.
Hi, I'm Aline.
Welcome back.
I'm a student. I'm a second year at UCSB, and I'm a bio major.
Hi, I'm Sophia. I'm also a second year at UCSB, and I'm an actuarial science major.
My name is Giselle. I'm 20, and I'm a third year. I work at Blenders, the smoothie place, and I'm double majoring in psych and biological anthropology.
I'm Maddie. I'm 21. I'm a fourth year, and I'm a poli-sci major.
I'm Natasha. I'm 19. I'm not in school right now, but I do content creation.
Okay. By the way, someone in chat just here said, Zach Frisbee said, poor girls got bounced by UCLA. Do you guys have a response to that?
I got rejected from UCLA, so yeah.
Okay, so he was right.
Yeah. I have nothing to say.
All of you got rejected from UCLA?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So we're going to go around once more. By the way, guys, all the girls' Instagrams are in the description. Show them some love. Give them a follow. So we're going to go around again. Relationship status, current relationship status, longest relationship, and are you on a dating app?
My relationship status is kind of complicated. I'm not really going to elaborate on that. But I'm not on any dating apps at all. But I feel like there was a third part of that
Longest
question.
relationship.
My longest relationship was a year.
So you don't want to elaborate on the kind of complicated.
No.
Okay, she's got 3 boyfriends. Okay, you go ahead, Elaine.
I am not available. I'm with one guy, but it's just complicated.
Sugar daddy?
No.
Okay, that's fine. Go ahead, Elaine.
I'm not in a relationship. What was the other questions?
So current relationship status, longest relationship, and are you on a dating app?
Longest relationship, like a month. And then I have a dating app, but I don't really check it. So does it count?
Which one? Which dating app?
Hinge, because I'm banned from Tinder.
Oh.
Why did you get banned from Tinder?
I don't know.
What did you do?
I didn't do anything.
Who did you hurt?
I promise I didn't do anything.
Okay. You know what we should do? We should do a dating app review. Like review the panel's dating profiles. We'll do it next show.
Okay.
Go ahead.
My current relationship status is I have a boyfriend. My longest relationship is 2.5 years, and I'm not on a dating app.
Is that your current?
No, it was a past one.
Okay.
I am currently single. I have always been single. I've never had a longest relationship. And and I'm on Tinder just for fun.
So never had a relationship?
Never.
What's the longest period of time that you've seen a guy?
Probably like a year, but not.
Wait.
A year, but not like exclusively.
Your choice or his?
Mutual.
Okay. So was it inconsistent? Because a year's a fairly long time to see somebody.
Yeah, it was inconsistent. It was like I went to college and then I would like come home and, you know.
Okay. All right. Go ahead.
My current relationship status is that I have a girlfriend. My longest relationship was like a 1.5 years, and I'm not on any dating apps right now.
So are you bi or are you lesbian?
I'm bi.
Okay. Got it.
I'm single. My longest relationship was 1.5 years, and I'm on Hinge, but I don't use it. Like the profile's paused, you know?
Allegedly. Allegedly. Okay. I want to go around just once more on this. So this it's kind of a dating app, but not really. Have any of you either been on Seeking Arrangements or had a sugar daddy at some point?
I've never heard of Seeking Arrangements, and no.
Okay.
I've
Elaine,
heard of it, but I'm not on it.
have you ever had a sugar daddy?
No.
Besides the
I've
in
had
and out?
offers, but I've just never taken them.
You've had offers.
Like on my DMs, like they'll be
Yeah,
like,
too.
yeah. I'm sure every girl.
What about the in and out guy
It's not
that
a sugar
took
daddy.
you on like
He's
9
my age.
dates? And I mean,
Why do you still remember him?
A person. Well, I remember our previous conversation, but
yeah.
I mean, a person your age could still be a sugar daddy.
Oh.
But it's basically just there's a financial.
Well, like it's not an old
component.
man then, but they just buy me
general.
food?
I would say generally a sugar daddy would be old, but they don't have to be old.
So they just like buy me food or things for my company.
Pretty much.
Well, then,
so it could
yeah,
be your
I
exact.
guess.
You've had that.
Yeah, I don't think. I'm pretty sure every girl has.
Every girl's had that.
Yeah.
Have you had that?
Wait, what was it?
Like some guy just buys you like stuff.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Like it doesn't have to be old.
Sugar daddy is like when you're like doing something.
Pull the
with
microphone a
guy.
bit closer towards you.
Like doing something with a guy, like
Keep going.
in exchange for money. So I never had that.
Okay.
I mean, I wasn't really like doing anything. I was just hanging out with him.
But was it clear that the guy had a romantic interest in you?
Yes.
Okay, but you didn't have a romantic interest in the guy.
Not necessarily, no.
Okay. So have you ever had that? Where there's a guy, you know, he was your dinner guy. You had no interest in him, but he'd take you out to dinner.
Yeah, he's actually on here right now.
He's in the chat.
Yeah,
Wait.
Harvey took me out to dinner a few times,
Oh,
but
no.
no interest. You'll see
Did
him
you?
pop in there.
Are you guys friendly, or is he
No,
gonna?
me and him are like best friends now.
Oh,
He's
okay.
like one of my closest friends. Yeah.
So he's in the friend zone.
Oh, he's been in the friend
Rip.
zone.
Can we get a candle vigil in the chat for what's his name, Harvey?
Harvey.
Yeah, can we get either skulls or candles in the chat for Harvey? Rip. Sorry, Harvey.
I literally kept seeing him pop up because.
So you
knew what was
curved.
going
You
on
curved poor Harvey.
here. He curved me first, though.
He curved
like, we
you.
were like a thing like a year ago, and
What?
then I'm not gonna. He just looks a little different now.
Okay. Have you ever had been on seeking arrangements or had a
No,
sugar
I
daddy?
haven't heard of that either.
Okay.
No.
Giselle.
Absolutely not.
Kiki.
She said. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Go ahead.
I haven't heard of seeking arrangements, but I do have a guy that just sends me money sometimes.
Love that.
How much does he send you?
However much I ask for.
What's the most that you've asked for?
I think at one time I got around $300.
And
That's
is there
a lot.
any expectation of getting something in return? Like, do you send feet pics or just what? Like, he just sends you money.
Some people are into like sending women money just for no reason, like knowing that the girl is gonna spend their money. They're into that.
Yeah.
It's
That's
called,
weird.
It's called being a pay pig.
Fucking Simps. Okay. Wait. So, what were the circumstances of that happening?
He was doing it to my friend first because he's from where my old roommate lives. He's from Florida, so I've never met this man. But
And you're from Florida.
no, I'm from California.
Oh, okay. So you just do you send him something? Did you send him nudes? You can say
Yeah.
it's what.
Occasionally, not all the time.
So like, what kind of nudes? Feet pics?
no.
Are feet pics nudes?
No.
No.
Then what did you ask?
It varies, just whatever I feel like.
Okay. Interesting. Natasha,
I've never been on seeking arrangements. No.
ever had a sugar daddy?
No.
Okay. Where are all the women who want to be sugar mamas? There's never been a girl that's like DM'd me, "Hey Brian, send me pics of your hands."
How do I have a
I've
like
had
women?
girls reach out.
I've had
like
girls.
that.
Yeah, but it's usually like bots
It's
on
bot.
Twitter and
It's a
stuff.
bot.
It's always a bot.
Like,
I feel like all the
have
guys
a-
who reach out are bots too. Like I never respond.
Wait, you've had girls reach out to you?
Yeah.
But they're
like,
bots.
As a
Yeah,
sugar
but-
mom, but I'm pretty
It's
sure
because
they're
they
bots.
just reach out to everyone. They don't even realize
They
that
don't
they're a
realize,
girl.
Yeah.
And when you say bots, do you actually mean like it's a fake profile?
It's
Yeah.
a fake profile.
Oh, so
Usually-
they're trying to
Probably an old dude
scam?
They're
right?
usually like Bitcoin scams.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah, so I mean genuine.
I have.
Wait, you've had,
A girl reach out to me to be it, but she creeped me out and it was in person, so I didn't do it.
oh, shit.
Yeah.
But you could have finessed.
I was scared for I was 18.
Scared for your safety.
Yes.
Wait, was she like older woman?
Yes.
Butch?
No. It was just an older woman and it scared me.
Okay.
I thought I was gonna get kidnapped.
Good times. Good
Yeah.
times. Yeah, I've been waiting. If there's any women in Santa Barbara that want a sugar baby,
I think
DMs
you're
are
a bit
my DMs
old,
are open.
Brian.
What are you talking
They're
about?
like
They're
19.
like 18, 19.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like if I were to be a sugar mama, I'd pick like a nice young buck.
A young stud.
Young buck.
A young stud. I mean, like, I got a couple of years left in me,
When do you plan on dying, Brian?
I mean,
But for now, this wild buck has to roam free, or he will die.
okay. I want to go around the table on our last little thing here. Let's see. So we went over relationship status and stuff. Okay, so really curious. So actually, never mind. So do you identify as a feminist in political orientation?
I do not identify as a feminist, but when it comes to like politics, I'm kind of in the middle because like my dad's like a really strong like Trump supporter and my mom's like a really strong Biden supporter, so it kind of just throws me right in the middle of that.
Are your parents still together?
Hell no, they have been split up since I was 18 months. Like they're never been together, never will be. My dad has my mom blocked on everything right now.
Sounds like a great relationship. Wait,
Yes.
so But they were married.
No.
Oh, okay.
I am like from a hookup.
Good times.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah.
They told you that.
No, I just know that that's how it was. Like they like
You know.
I think that they like I was like a hookup, and then they like got I was not planned at all whatsoever, and then they like kind of got together like cuz of me, but like that didn't work out.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good times.
Trauma dumping.
Okay, what else you got for us?
Let's save that for later. There's a lot.
Okay. So you're moderate, kind of, because your
Yeah.
dad, he's Trump supporter, mom, super liberal.
Yeah, I just don't have a strong like opinion on either. I'm
That's
just,
fine.
Like moderate.
Cool. Aline?
I would say I'm more of an egalitarian rather than a feminist, because when people say feminist, it's more of like people have like an idea of how women are, how like a feminist woman is in society, but egalitarianism is more of just equality, like equal, like how you treat each other. But feminists, sometimes it has people can view that as women thinking that they're better than men, or thinking that
Don't worry, she's not laughing at you. She's
no,
laughing
they
at
told me
the
to
chat.
stop reading the chat, so
Yeah,
I'm like
you should
trying
probably
to look away.
Yeah, just avert your eyes. Just
but yeah, I'm an egalitarian.
okay. Rock and roll.
Yeah.
Rock and roll. Have you been reading up on some literature over the summer since your last appearance on the podcast?
No.
Okay. Political orientation.
Political orientation. I don't like to dabble in politics. I know it's like a pretty privileged thing to say, but honestly, I'd say whatever. Like, I'd say I'm a pretty, I'd say I'm a traditional, like, Democrat.
I thought you were about to say traditional communist. Traditional Democrat.
No,
do you mean classical
my
liberal?
relatives fought against the communists, so actually we're
in
pro-America,
Vietnam.
pro-capitalism. Yeah, I'm Vietnamese.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
And we've left
They
communism
fought against
to come here.
the Viet Cong.
Yes.
The VC.
Yes, the VC.
Okay. Good times. Good times.
Good times.
Okay. So,
Am I a feminist?
do you identify as a feminist in political orientation?
I don't know. I'm all for equality, girls supporting girls, guys supporting girls, girls supporting guys. So I don't know,
Sure.
Yeah. Go ahead.
And political orientation?
I would say like left leaning.
By the way, I just want to say if someone's very liberal, if someone's conservative, no judgment.
Yeah.
We invite a diversity of thought on here, so go ahead.
I would consider myself a feminist. I feel like feminism has gotten really misconstrued in the past few years, and it's been sort of associated with like hating men, and I don't think that that's accurate at all. I think at its core, feminism is just believing in equality of the sexes, and that's something that I can get behind, absolutely.
So you think that feminism has been misconstrued?
Yeah, I do.
Because of do you think people wrongly think that feminism equates to man-hating?
Yeah, that's correct. I think at
Okay.
its core, like, feminism is just about equality of all people,
Sure.
regardless of sex or gender.
Okay, I'm not going to stay on this topic
I
too
agree.
long just to keep it more focused on dating. But I just want to ask you, what is the core tenet of feminism?
I mean, I don't know that I can, like, speak on that
Here,
necessarily, but
I'll
what
ask. So,
Okay.
do you believe in the patriarchy theory? Do you believe in the
What?
patriarchy?
like, how would you describe that?
How would I describe the patriarchy?
Like,
Basically a society. I mean, there's varying definitions, but I mean, a lot of feminists would say it's a society run by men for the benefit of men.
yeah, I mean, I definitely.
Or you could say men are oppressing women.
I don't know that I would go as far to say as men are oppressing women, but I think that there are certain, like, systematic structures that sort of put men in power and benefit men.
Okay, we'll move on.
Okay.
Maybe we'll touch on all that stuff later on in the show. Go ahead.
I would say so, just for the sake of equality. Like, I think that we should all just be equal. And I'm definitely left-leaning, but
Sure.
I don't identify with any party.
Okay. Natasha?
I wouldn't say I'm a feminist, and I also don't identify with any political party. I think politics are unnecessary. Yeah.
Okay, based. So we're going to get into our first question here. Actually, you know what? We might do a video reaction, so let's see. Actually, before we get into our first video, I actually want to open it up to you guys. So is there anything dating related that you want to either get off your chest? Maybe you recently had a bad date, men are pissing you off in some way, or there's a trend in dating that annoys you, something you hate about dating apps, etc. Let's open it up. Go ahead. Anything that comes to mind?
Oh, there's a lot that comes to mind. I don't know if I want to put that on the internet.
Put it on the internet.
Okay, first of all, can the chat please stop talking about Harvey? I literally keep seeing Harvey's name, and that was like 20 minutes
Rip.
ago. That's my first thing.
Yeah, you should probably just not look at chat.
No, I'm waiting. No, I'm going to have like 30 missed calls when I go on my phone for a minute. Oh. Okay.
Stop reading chat. Just ignore chat. Ignore chat.
I think like the biggest thing that like annoys me in like the whole dating world is like fucking talking stages. Like that shit's so annoying. Like the whole like, and just like the inconsistency in them. Like I literally like hate that like so much. Am I like far away from it still?
You're fine.
Okay, but I think that's like my biggest thing. It's just like
what specifically?
Just like the fact of just like you like, I don't know how to word this. Like in like talking stages, and it's just like you're like labeled that, and it's like people like are considered like you can't like, you're just like confused, and like most of the time like the girl gets like attached or something, and they like see it like it's gonna lead to a relationship, and it's always not. And it's just like, that's like my biggest thing is like I just hate the whole like how like talking stages are so like normalized. Like traditional dating does not exist in this generation.
So are you desirous of traditional dating?
Yeah. Like,
okay.
Just like I've like cannot tell you like the last time I was asked out on like an actual like normal date. Like it's not like that. It's
so you're
like,
sorry, go ahead.
No, I didn't really have anything else.
Well, so you're saying that your experiences are mostly what? Guys just saying, hey, come over?
Yeah, like type shit, yeah.
Okay. Or are there just also guys that are just saying, hey, do you want to hang out?
Yeah, it's just like that. Like it's never like shit's never planned out anymore. Like it's always just like little like spontaneous like come over. It's never like, okay, let's go do this and this. Like guys don't do that anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a select few, of course, but that's
I think that
out.
you're 18, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think that probably starts to change once you get out of
yeah.
college a little bit.
I hope so.
A little bit. Yeah, it definitely changes. But I mean, I think broadly speaking, we've definitely moved away from the more traditional courtship.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay. And so you were desirous of, you want a guy that take you out?
Yeah, just like traditional. Yeah.
Okay. So your current boyfriend-ish, sort of
ish,
quasi,
that's a good word.
Sort of situation thing going on. Was he traditional with you?
No. And he also lives far. Like he lives in Vegas.
Wait, so it's a long distance relationship?
Yeah, and before he lived in Long Beach, so then like I moved to Santa Barbara, so then we were like.
How old's your boyfriend?
Huh?
How old's your boyfriend?
He's a first year too. He's 18. Not boyfriend.
What?
No, please don't use that word. Situationship. Yeah.
Okay. So hold on, you're in a long distance situationship?
That's what I mean when I said complicated.
Like what? If you're in a long-term committed serious relationship,
Well,
I could kind of see doing long distance. Even then, long distance is ill-advised.
Yeah.
But okay, so what?
Yeah, I know. That's what I meant by complicated.
Okay, so he didn't do the traditional thing with you. And wait, are you from Santa Barbara?
No, I'm from like the Bay Area.
Okay, but you moved here to go to SBCC?
Yeah.
Okay, so and you guys met in the Bay?
No, he's from Long Beach.
Long Beach.
Yeah.
This is very complicated.
I know. So like we met through social media, and then like
you met through. He DM'd you, or you DM'd him?
I think I met him on TikTok. Okay. So like I followed him on TikTok, and then like I got his snap, and like I reached out to him first, and then like we just started like FaceTiming.
Does he have a blue check?
No, I mean he's a 6'5" D1 baseball player.
Ah, the truth reveals itself. Okay,
Yeah.
so 6'5" D1 baseball player.
Yeah.
I think you've, and
I
he's in
think I just
Vegas.
answered all the questions.
You've probably just doxed him, but okay.
I know.
All right, Chad's gonna probably figure out who he is.
Please.
I mean, okay, so so you just, why did you DM him? You just thought he was a babe?
Yeah.
What? Don't hide. Don't hide.
He's like, no, I'm trying to like not look at the chat.
Oh, okay.
He's like strawberry blonde, like curly hair. He was really attractive.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was he making weird like TikTok dances or what?
No,
It was like
just
baseball.
like, probably like a baseball related TikTok. Yeah.
Okay. So he won't commit to you, is what I'm getting.
No.
You won't commit to him?
I would 100% commit to him like right now.
So he won't commit to you then?
Yeah.
Tilt the microphone down towards you just a bit. Okay.
Bro, my whole love life is.
I see. I just don't get, like, you're 18. Why do the long distance thing?
I don't know. I just like.
There's some tall baseball players here in Santa Barbara.
I know. I haven't met anyone, but I'm also
Rip.
just like really have like when I like talk to guys, I have like a tendency of like putting like guys up on like a pedestal and just like, I don't want to say like worshiping them, but just like having like an idea of them in my head, which they aren't, and like that just like happens in like every kind of situation I have with guys. Like I just like put them on like this high pedestal and I have like an idea of them that like that really doesn't exist. Like that's not really who they are.
What specifically are you doing by putting them on a pedestal?
Like, I'm
Like, are you
just, like-
proper simping?
Oh, I'm a total.
Are
I'm
you a
not
simp?
afraid to admit that I'm a simp when it comes to guys that
But
I
only
like,
for
talk to.
fucking 6'5" D1
no,
athletes.
no. I've had.
You probably
no.
fucking curve like all these other dudes. All the dudes in the chat are gonna get curved. But okay, go ahead.
Oh yeah, probably.
Maybe not. There's some D1 athletes in there.
Maybe I don't know. No, I'm pretty like in my head. I'm like committed to like this situationship.
But okay, so how are you simping for your current guy?
I'm just like, there's like not like the most. I swear to God, if he watches this, holy shit. There's just like no like effort from like his side. Like as of right now, like it's just obviously been like distant because like obviously like practices every day and everything, and I'm just like still putting in the effort, like looking at like flights to Vegas and type shit, you know. So it's like that kind of ordeal.
Would you say you're down bad?
Dude, I'm so down bad for this man. Yes, I'm down bad, 100%.
Have you flown to him before?
No.
Have you guys met in person?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. You said you
Yeah.
met him on TikTok and
Yeah, no, like when I like, he literally like stayed at my apartment like the first time I moved. Sorry, I was adjusting. He like stayed at my apartment like the first time I like the day I moved to my apartment like down the street. He like came here, and then I drove up to Long Beach like probably a few days after, and then he moved.
what are some things that you're doing that you're simping for him? Like, what are some specifics?
Like literally just like staying in like a situation where I don't feel appreciated. I feel like that's like simping. Like it's just like you're doing like all this extra shit for a guy who's not doing it back. I feel like lack of reciprocation and you're like doing something, like that's when it's like simping.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Have you simped for previous guys, or is this the first?
100%, yes. I've been in like a lot of like failed talking stages or whatever you call it.
And how tall were the other guys?
Oh no, this is like 100% the tallest guy I've talked to.
How tall are you?
I'm like 5'7", 5'8".
Okay.
Yeah. Tall guys want tall girls.
So is he on scholarship?
I think like a 95% scholarship.
Okay, 6'5", very attractive guy, D1 athlete in Vegas.
Oh no.
Do you think he's being loyal to you?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah, I mean.
Well, do you guys have an understanding? Like, are
No.
you guys committed?
He doesn't know how to communicate.
Wow, this sounds like a great guy.
No, he is a good guy. Like he's sweet. I don't know. I'm
No,
stuck.
well, I mean, just maybe I shouldn't. I shouldn't talk shit about him, but
No, I mean, yeah. If Leslie watches this,
maybe he's just not that into you. Is
I
that?
know.
You think that could be it?
I don't
Could
know. I mean, maybe, probably. That's probably what it is. I just refuse to accept that fact.
Have you ever bought him roses?
No, but I've definitely like sent him money and stuff.
You've sent him money.
Yeah, I mean like.
How much
gas and
money?
stuff. Not that much, but I mean like if like.
Is he broke?
No, I mean he's in college. Like I don't work either.
Bro, he's finessing you.
Dude, no.
You're getting
don't
finessed.
say that.
Well, okay, so D1.
No, not like that. Like that. I don't even know why I brought that up. Like it's not like, oh my god, I sent him money. Like I've just like sent him probably like $20 for like maybe like a vape or something before.
D1 athlete, 6'5", in Vegas. Are you willing to share him is my question.
No, absolutely not.
Well, you are sharing him.
I
He's
don't
for
think
sure.
so. I don't.
You don't think
so.
so?
I don't-
He's not communicating with you. He's
No,
kind of like you're sharing him for sure.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I mean, I hope not.
But you've been, how long have you been dating him? A year?
No, that like relationship was from my sophomore year in high school.
Wait, so you've been
That like
sorry.
that a year thing.
Okay, so how
was
long
from my
has
sophomore-
this thing been?
This started in like the very beginning of August.
Okay.
So it's like coming up on 2 months. Like I think our streak on Snapchat hit like 50 days today.
It's just, I don't, guy or girl, like, don't do long distance. It just doesn't.
I think long distance is like totally doable. Like if
But
both
you don't-
parties
there's
are
no-
willing to put in the effort, and
But
it's just
you
I'm the only
guys-
party willing to put in the effort in this.
You guys don't have a previous relationship. So there's no, like, if you had been dating for a year,
Oh yeah, no.
it would make sense.
Yeah, I know. It makes no sense. That's
But like
what I
you
just
basically
said, complicated.
yeah, you went on a first date.
Yeah.
And then you're like, hey, let's be in a long distance relationship, pretty much. Anyways, we can move on from that.
Yeah, move on,
So
please.
your main gripe with dating is, it sounded like the talking phase. That's what bothers you.
Yeah, and just
bothered
like
you.
inconsistency like within the talking stage as well.
And is that more so coming from the guy?
That's just from like everyone. That's just a generalization.
Both sides are doing a lot of that.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. We'll move on. Aline,
What's up?
if you remember, do you remember the kind of the prompt?
Yeah. Something that I'm frustrated about, definitely in college, is specifically UCSB in general. Hookup culture. I feel like
I should have said that.
yeah, it's kind of the same thing, and it's really hard to like actually get on serious dates here if you're more of a relationship person. It's Isla Vista is honestly just a cesspool of people fucking and like people being horny and wanting to try to fuck. Like, I don't know. Even like, if a guy says to like come over, like you already know like what this guy wants. Like, you know he's not gonna make you dinner. He's not gonna make you, like, I don't know, anything nice. He's just gonna like have his way. But that's just something that I'm frustrated about, and I know it's probably just a part of the college experience or whatever, but honestly I'm kind of over it, and kind of like looking forward to like when I'm like out of here and like men grow the fuck up.
Okay. Now I have a question. So your big gripe is hookup culture.
Yes.
Right. But previously you said that you've not had any long-term relationships.
Yeah.
But I'm sure aren't there guys that you know right now that would jump at the chance to be in a relationship with you?
No.
None.
No.
You mean you don't have any guys in the friend zone?
I'm sure some guys have like tried to talk to me, but then I just like don't like them, or I don't find them attractive. Like,
See, I think that's the problem with, the complaints about hookup culture is the guys that a lot of women are chasing after, the top 10, top 20% of guys, of course, they're just going to say, come over. But there are guys that you don't find attractive that would be loyal, dutiful boyfriends, but they don't excite you. They're not a bad boy. They're not 6'5". They're not
I think
D1 baseball.
The whole
prospects.
thing about this is that if you're an attractive guy, then you have all these prospects you could get with. You're gonna have that ability to get with a lot of girls.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're a guy, you're gonna be able to do that, and you will do that. If you're a guy that doesn't have all these options of women, you're gonna have to try an alternate route and try to date them. Try to be friendlier, more approachable, be a nice guy.
Let me just interrupt you really quick. While we have it up, Everyday Edgar says, with the $10 super chat, A-cups don't get home-cooked meals. Do you have a response? Put it back, Eric.
The response is, I have gotten a home-cooked meal, so fuck you, Edgar.
Okay, Everyday Edgar, thank you for the $10 super chat. Much appreciated, man.
Thanks for the $10.
Okay, so go ahead, continue with your point.
Yeah, I'm just saying like because of these men being a certain level of more attractive than other men, they have more options, so they're able to indulge in this more hookup lifestyle rather than
what is this?
rather than a man who has less options, and he has to find a way that he can impress girls, you know.
They went on the roster.
Don't worry about the chat. Don't worry about the chat. So wait, Aline, your point is that what again?
I'm saying that men,
Yeah.
if they're attractive and they can pull bitches,
Yes.
then they have the option to, they so totally fucking would.
Right.
But if they don't have the option to pull bitches, they gotta be a nice guy and give a bitch roses or some shit like that, right?
Tilt the microphone up towards you just a bit.
Sorry. Like, if men can't get bitches, they're gonna be nicer. But if they can, they're gonna be a fucking dick and they're gonna fuck all the bitches they want and not want to commit in a relationship because they can. They do it because they can. It's not because I like the bad boys or whatever. I like nice guys. But, like, there's no attractive nice guys because all the attractive guys are fucking dicks, is what my point is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Honestly, I don't really have any problems. I'm doing fine.
You're currently in a relationship,
Yeah.
right? Well, what about before? Were you ever at any point on a dating app?
No.
Never been on a dating app. Okay. So no annoyances with dating before you met your boyfriend?
Well, like what Noelle said? Noelani, I'm so sorry.
You're good.
I guess talking stages just being inconsistent, like that was like the most annoying thing I would say.
Give us like an example of how that would play out for you.
Well, it's just like you're talking to someone, you're getting to know them, like, okay, like you like them, but who's to say they're not doing that with like 3 other girls, you know? You just never really know until like someone commits to you. Like you're never certain.
Were you doing that with 3 other guys though?
It depends on what stage of like talking. You know what I mean? Like you're getting to know someone. I'm not gonna like stop talking to everyone else for one person that I'm just started texting.
Okay.
So.
Cool.
Yeah.
My issues with dating.
I can repeat the question if you'd like.
Yeah, what's the question?
Yeah, so if there's anything dating, sorry guys, English is my second language. Is there anything dating related that you want to get off your chest? So if you recently went on a bad date, some guy curved you, your men are pissing you off in some way, something annoying about a dating app.
Dating app, I guess I can speak to. This
right,
has been said time and time again.
Never, okay.
But the fish pictures.
What?
I think we've all seen them. The fish pictures. Have to stop.
Into the microphone.
Into the microphone. Okay. The fish pictures.
What? Oh, were you going to list more, or were you going to explain the whole fish picture thing?
I think that speaks for itself.
The fish picture thing?
The fish
No, please
Yeah.
elaborate. Elaborate,
picture,
please.
The picture of the
Of the
guy
guy.
with like the
With just holding
big fish.
or it's
What?
like
On
holding it
some-
across his chest.
Well, I think I know why. I think I know why guys post that. It's because a lot of girls, they just take pictures all the time. We know that. But guys, they don't really take pictures. They take pictures when they have like accomplishments, you know, like oh, I caught a big fish. Time to take a picture. Like they don't take pictures because they're like going somewhere nice or dressed up or anything. Guys take pictures when they have like, oh, I won this little baseball championship, whatever.
It's a good answer.
Yeah.
Wait, so what do you take issue with? Why do you have an issue with the fish pictures?
I think it's just like it's overdone.
It's overdone?
Every
Do you have
like, second man has a fish picture.
Every second guy has a fish pic.
Absolutely.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It's that common.
I'd say so.
What? So 50% of profiles have a fish pic. Come on, it's probably maybe 1 in 10.
Like 30%.
Okay, 30%.
Yeah.
But so your issue with it is it's because it's overdone, or is it because it's a dead animal?
It's a little bit of both.
I think like a duck is worse. Like if they're
Oh.
holding like a
duck?
dead
Or like a
duck.
deer.
Yeah, for sure.
Or a deer.
Oh,
no,
that's
no,
gross.
absolutely
Like holding
not.
like the antler, they'll be holding antlers sometimes.
What?
Gross.
Natasha, your thoughts on the fish?
Oh, I've
thing?
seen it before. You guys are right. It's like every single guy, at least from my high school. I remember like looking through guys' Snapchat. It's a lot of guys that live in like country areas too. So country boys need to get together. No more fish pictures.
So everyone here doesn't like the fish picture.
We just don't like hunters. I'm getting at
I don't-
this.
I don't have a fish
I don't
picture, but I don't
mind
get
it.
it.
It's not terrible. But a picture I don't like is if they have like a picture with their like ex or like a girl. I'm just like, nah. Like, why am I seeing a girl here? Like get that off your dating
On
profile.
Hinge?
Or like,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
like
No, they'll
anything.
be like a dude and then
I-
like
I
two
f-
girls on either
I
side.
get
Yeah.
that.
I feel
Yeah.
like they post it to be like, oh, look, I'm not a loser. I have bitches or whatever.
I have talked to a woman before.
Wow, I talk to women. But then it comes
Yeah.
off weird, you know? Like, other women see that and they're just like, you're trying to show off or something. Like,
Yeah.
it's not flattering for your profile.
I
Like,
just
that's
don't.
something I have an
The
issue with.
fish thing.
The fish, I don't care. I don't
Let
care
me ask,
personally.
but do you eat fish?
No.
Are you vegan?
No, I'm not. It's not.
You
It's
don't-
not necessarily like an
what?
animal cruelty thing. It's just like, I eat meat and stuff. I don't eat fish because I don't like it.
Oh.
It's not. It's not really an animal cruelty thing. It's
Same.
just like.
So you don't
come
have
on,
tuna?
like,
I don't like fish either.
no.
Sushi? Okay. Well. Okay, that's interesting. I don't get the fish thing, but okay. You just see it too much. It's like I get it because I see shit that girls do on dating apps. I'm like, bitch. Sorry, I would never say.
Ooh.
Hold on, I take that back. My dear.
My dear.
My dear, I've
woman.
seen that in 100 other profiles.
Yeah.
So I kind of get it. What the big one that really bothers me for some reason on Hinge, there you can answer prompts. I don't know how many of you are on Hinge, but one of them is something like, I'm the type of texter who either responds right away or in 2 to 5 business days. I'm like, everyone. Okay, so anyways, we're going to go to you on this one. Not the fish thing, any quarrels with dating?
My relationship right now is going pretty good, but before, it would be straight girls wanting to experiment with me.
Okay.
Interesting.
So like you smash and then they're just like,
No, it's more like them coming up to me at a party or something because I look a little bit masculine. I'm 6 foot tall. Like, it's easy comparison to a guy. So it would be like straight girls being like, oh my gosh, I'm straight, but like, do you want to make out or do you want to come back to my place with me or something like that? And I'm just like, no, not really.
okay. Huh. I'm kind of curious about the whole, I'm just curious. So like when you go on a date have you gone on a proper traditional date with a woman? Like to dinner to get drinks or something?
Yes. I do
Who
have a-
pays?
Usually it's whoever asks the other person out. So if I was to ask someone out, I would pay. If they were to ask me out, I would expect them to pay. And that's usually how it goes.
Okay. Yeah, well, maybe we'll talk about paying on dates later on in the show. Natasha,
I don't have.
sorry, go ahead.
Okay. I was going to say, I don't really have any problems with dating, but I do have one thing to say because we were kind of talking about it earlier. If a guy is holding you on a leash, keeping you on his little fishing reel, he doesn't like you.
What?
I feel called out.
I'm sorry, he doesn't like you. And he just wants to keep you for later, for a time when he's there, for a time when he's available and not talking to other girls.
My feelings are hurt.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It's not your fault.
Why are your feelings hurt?
Because I'm on a leash right now.
Yeah, and you don't deserve to be on a leash.
No, and I know that I don't deserve it. I just have attachment issues.
Good times. Good
We have
times.
a lot of baseball players here in Santa Barbara.
Just saying.
Just saying.
She's just saying. Okay, so we're going to react to a video. It kind of went viral, I think, over the weekend. There's this lady who has been dating was dating a famous musician, Mr. Adam Levine. Her name's Sumner Stroh. And we're going to react to her. She did did 2 videos that she released on TikTok. Eric, if you want to go ahead and pull it up, it's in the videos tab. and it's the first one. And before you play it, Eric, I'm going to be having you pause it at points throughout the show or throughout the video because I need to translate the womanese. So Eric, if you can go ahead and start it.
I'm just going to rip the Band-Aid off because I've retaken this like 10 times now. Essentially, I was having an affair with a man who's married to a Victoria's Secret model. At the time, you know, I was young, I was naive, and I mean, quite frankly, I feel exploited. I wasn't
pause
even
it.
seen like.
Okay, so far, no accountability, right? Young and naive. And by the way, according to some news reports on this, like it happened a year ago. So she's still the same age, basically. Maybe it was even sooner. And then she said, I don't know if you caught it, guys. She said she was exploited. Exploited. Okay, the fuck. So yeah, zero accountability, pretty typical. Anyways, continue.
I am now. So I was definitely very easily manipulated. Maroon 5 is practically elevator music at this point, so I'm sure you know who Adam Levine is. But Adam and I were seeing each other for about a year. After I stopped talking to him over, you know, a period of months, this is how he came back into my life. He said, okay, serious question. I'm having another baby, and if it's a boy, I really want to name it Sumner. You okay with that? Dead serious. I was like, I'm in hell. Like, I have to be in hell at this point. I mean, my morals were unknowingly compromised. I was completely manipulated. I'm going to handle this privately.
Pause it.
I've never wanted.
Okay. So there's a lot there. We'll go back to it in a sec, but her morals were unknowingly compromised. What? Completely manipulated.
I don't get that. Like she kept I watched like that whole video earlier and she just like brought up manipulation like the whole time. And it was
This is like a bingo card for victim mentality. Go ahead, continue with the rest of the video. We'll finish it off.
To come forward because obviously I know the implications that come with doing what I do, making money the way I do, and being an Instagram model. So being tied to a story like this, it's like, I know the stereotypes. I had sent some screenshots recklessly to a few friends I thought I trusted, and one of them had attempted to sell to a tabloid. So here I am.
All right, we're gonna open it up to you guys if you want to give your reaction or your thoughts on this situation.
I feel like there was just like a better way she could have handled it, like because she keeps talking about like obviously she has like a known like name in like whatever industry she's in, and so like for her to go out of the way to like post that on social media and just like embarrass like Adam's wife when there was a total way this could have like been handled privately. And I feel like the whole clout chasing idea, like I think that is totally 100% like maybe not in the front of her mind but in the back of her head, like clout is the biggest motivation here.
I think she had also mentioned that she was going public with it because someone was like threatening her with screenshots.
Oh yeah, because she had shared it with her friends, and then one of her friends was trying to sell it to a tabloid.
So I feel like she was trying to kind of like not seem guilty because like she had to say it either way because she thought like someone was gonna like sell it and it was gonna be exposed. So she was trying to like make the best of it, but I don't know, it just kind of sounds like an excuse. I don't think it's that hard to know like that he was married.
Yeah.
Would a tabloid even, I mean, he is kind of famous.
He's like
pretty famous.
I feel like he's really famous.
Pretty I mean, he did play at the Super Bowl. Yeah.
Is like super famous.
Yeah, but like
what? But his like
does anyone
his
care?
fame is like rooted from like it's not like a TikToker fame. It's like rooted fame from like years ago.
No, I'm familiar with him. Just to me, it's like, does anyone care about is his relationship in the tabloids? Like, who cares?
Yeah,
I don't know. Like, oh, well, I don't know. I could be wrong. But Aline, do you want to give your take on this or no comment?
I mean, none of my business, honestly. That's just my stuff.
Okay. Anybody else? Any take?
I think that she was 100% doing it for attention because how do you not know when he has a wife when you could Google it?
Yeah. And the manipulation thing, like what?
Yeah, obviously he wasn't manipulating you.
Like, girl.
It doesn't make sense.
Okay.
I'm not defending her necessarily, but there is another video in which she like speaks on it more, and she says that like she knew that he had a wife, but she thought that they were breaking up or something, and that they like hadn't released it to the public yet because of like their fame and like the caliber that they were at. So, I mean, I don't know if that's true or not, but that's something that she said in another video. So,
Natasha?
I would say it's kind of silly to believe that she didn't know that she was dealing with a man that was married, because you can't just go off the basis of, oh, maybe they are because I read this article. Like, no, he should come out and say like, I'm not married, I'm going to talk to you, tell you how hot you are, blah, blah, blah. It's kind of hard with Adam Levine and with a lot of like famous men, because it's almost like they have so much fame and money and like power, not necessarily influence, because he's just like an artist and he's kind of outdated a little bit, but some of these guys, they just get a pass for doing it, you know, just because they are so known, they have so much money, they can really do whatever they want. I do feel bad for the Victoria's Secret model, because I mean, she's gorgeous and I haven't heard anything about her cheating on her husband, but yeah, it's unfortunate. Anything else to say?
Wait, so okay, you were saying something about how Adam Levine, like it's just not okay for him to be cheating, right? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't want to go down that path. Okay, so.
What is it?
No, it's okay. So yeah, basically, I mean, she's taking zero accountability. We do have the other video. I mean, she's kind of boring, but we'll pull it up really quick.
I just wanted to make a part 2. I feel like it's obviously necessary. Hindsight is 2020. I initially wanted to go in and talk about how remorseful I feel and how embarrassed and disgusted I am with myself, but I didn't want people to look at it and think like, oh, she's playing the victim. But in reality, it had the opposite effect. Something I now realize I didn't touch on enough was the fact that one of my friends had attempted to sell it, which I realized yesterday whenever they reached out to me for comment. And so I was completely frantic. That is why that video is, for one, just so all over the place, and two, why I didn't touch on some of the things that I initially would have liked. So in this video, I would like to address some of those things. I only came forward because I wanted to kill whatever story the tabloid had. The most important part that I did definitely gloss over is the fact that I was under the impression that their marriage was over. I believe that they were keeping it quiet to avoid the negative press because, as I had said, I was new to LA. So I just assumed that with celebrities of that caliber, that that's just how it was. And that's why I feel exploited, because he knew I believed everything that he said because of my vulnerable position of being new to LA.
Pause it.
Also, he was...
So I think she said she wasn't in the scene like she was now. I think, was that in the first video or this video? But she said she wasn't in the scene like she wasn't.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So, I mean, translation, she hasn't been passed around as much by top-tier high-status men / celebrities. That's the translation. And then she said that she's new to LA.
Which she like tried to blame on like her morals being compromised. Was like just new to LA.
Yeah, it's just weird. Yeah, she's new to LA, exploited because she was vulnerable because she was new to LA. Like, what? Okay. I don't know. It's just, the whole thing's kind of weird. And I don't know, like a girl like that, for her to say that she was naive and exploited, like, bro, she's super plastic. She's got the lip filler. Like, I don't know, women that look like that have so much experience dealing with men. So like, nobody's taking advantage of you. Like, obviously you're in it for the clout. You're an IG model, Adam Levine, whatever.
The only reason she came out about it was to not look like a homewrecker.
Yeah, but also if she did come out of like on like a tabloid, I don't think anyone would be like, oh, I know her, because she's an Instagram model. Like, I don't think anyone really knows Instagram models or cares that much, but people care about Adam Levine, and I think that tarnishes his image even more that she posted that TikTok.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'll say this, and I don't want to finish the video just because she's kind of annoying, but so women won't date a man who lives with his mom but they will date a man who lives with his wife.
That's
I'll ask. You guys are all kind of young, but would you date a guy who lives with his parents?
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm only 19.
Yeah, you guys are too young. Okay.
I still live with
Yeah.
my parents when in the summer. I can't expect shit.
yeah.
That's fair. Anyways, we're gonna move on. Does anybody want to give just to wrap that up, a take on that whole thing, or no?
No.
Nothing. Okay. So hold on, I just want to see if we have another. Actually, you know what? We're gonna do super chats and then we'll get into the next question. All right. So we have first off, we have comment from Junior Soprano here. These girls never had the makings of a varsity athlete.
I don't what?
Whoops. Response. Do you guys have a response to Mr. Junior Soprano? I believe that is the what's it called? The mob boss of the New Jersey crime family, the DeMio crime family in New Jersey. You guys have a response to Junior Soprano?
I played college basketball before coming here, so
You are 6 feet.
I am.
Okay, moving on. Stiffmeister asked the ladies to rate themselves on a scale of 1 to 10. Okay, we'll do that really quick. What do you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would give myself like a 7.5.
A bit louder.
I would give myself 7.5.
Okay, Aline?
7.
7.5.
I'd rather not. I think it depends on the day and how confident I'm feeling day to day. So
Fair enough.
Like a 6.
Natasha?
I'd say like an 8 maybe.
Okay, there you have it, Stifler. Thank you, or Stiffmeister. Thank you for the question. Let's see. Really quick, Vitaly ZDTV, would any of you date a felon? And that does look like a mugshot. Would any of you date a felon? No?
No.
Okay,
This
Aline?
guy, when I was like in Pacific Beach in San Diego, I was just walking around and then he asked me for my number and then he told me he's in a gang and I was like, what? And he said, yeah, I kill people. I was like,
Fuck.
and then he asked me like what I wanted to do when I was older and I said I wanted to be a doctor and he's like, okay, I'll kill people, you save people.
Wow.
And then you guys
And then
went on a
I
date
just, like,
afterwards?
I ghosted
or
him. No.
was he all
Yes.
blasted with tats?
He was very scary. He was like
White guy?
No.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he was like, I don't know. I could tell he had like a gun on him, like. For sure.
You could tell he had a gun on him.
Yeah.
You could just tell.
I can just tell. Like,
Okay. Actually, I want to add a second thing to this. Would you date a guy who legally owned a firearm? Onto
Yeah.
this question.
Oh yeah.
I think I would, yeah.
Okay. So, would you date a felon? Would you date a guy who legally owns firearms?
I would not date a felon. Sure, maybe I would date a guy who legally owns a firearm. I don't really know.
Okay.
I think in terms of the firearm question, if we were like living together and especially if we like had kids, that would be a no-go for me because I just know how many like accidents there are with firearms and like a kid in the house. So that would really like make me uneasy. And the felon question, probably not.
Felon question, I feel like it would depend. Like, maybe. And the firearm thing, I wouldn't care. My family's very country, so I grew up around guns.
For the felon thing, I might, maybe. There's a chance I might. It depends on what they did. For the firearm thing, yeah, I don't care about guns.
By the way, Red Bull tastes like shit. I haven't had a Red Bull in
Red
like
Bull's
10
good.
years.
I love Red Bull.
This is my first Red Bull in 10 years, and my energy was running a bit low last stream, so I was like, oh yeah, I need a bit of energy. But wait, so you would not want to date a guy who owns a firearm when you have kids?
Yeah, that's correct.
Let me ask you a question.
That's
Hypothetical scenario. You have 2 kids, young babies. You're married to nice gentlemen. Home invasion. 3 men break into the house. What do? You don't have a firearm, by the way.
Right, I would call 911.
Okay. And so they're going to be there in 10 minutes. So in that 10-minute period of time, what are they going to do?
I don't know. It would just depend on the situation. I think like the flight or fight response would kick in, and I would do everything to protect my family. But I just think, in general, like guns tend to escalate situations, and
guns escalate situations. I mean, it's already pretty escalated because 3 strange men have just broken into your house, and
yeah, it is already escalated. Obviously.
So the gun would make it worse, is what you're saying?
I think so. Then if my partner were to pull out a gun, and then like they pull out a gun, and like. Then it's just a showdown.
But what if their intention is to harm you?
Like I said,
or
like
your
I would
kids.
Do everything to protect my family. I just
But there's 3 men.
Comfortable with a gun in the house.
But okay, there's 3 men. They could be armed. You don't know.
Right.
It's you, so it's 2 children, 2 babies versus a woman and your husband, right? Or whatever. Mm. The odds aren't looking good. In that scenario, would you want a gun? Would you want either you or your husband, whatever, partner to have a gun in that scenario?
I mean, like I said, no. Like I would feel honestly less safe with a gun in the house, knowing like all the chances of like accidents and just, like the potential to escalate a situation or for like it to go off like hastily or to harm somebody or anything like that. So.
But okay, even in the home invasion scenario, you still wouldn't want to have a gun? In that scenario?
In the specific scenario where there's a home invasion?
Yes. You would not want to have a gun in that situation?
I don't know. I mean, I can't say what I would be feeling like in that moment if somebody was coming for me and my family, but there's no situation in which I would like want to have a gun in my house.
There's no situation where you'd ever want a gun in your house. Even the situation.
I think it's a larger issue of like, I don't want to get like super political with this, but like gun control in general. Like if guns are less accessible to everybody, then like I could feel safer knowing that like the people breaking into my home wouldn't necessarily have a gun, and so then I wouldn't necessarily.
Let me just make a point on that. So,
okay.
Is breaking into a home illegal?
Yes.
Okay. Would owning a gun, even if guns were banned, would that be illegal? Let's say guns were banned, right? Mm. Let me ask a different question. Is cocaine illegal?
Yes.
Do people still get cocaine?
Yes.
Okay.
It's not about, I mean, yes, people will still find a way. It's about accessibility. Mm-hmm. And if you make something less accessible, people are less likely to like find ways to seek it out. And it's just, if guns are illegal or if more heavily regulated, then they're less accessible in general and they're less just out and about. And I think that that's a step in the right direction.
Okay, fair enough. We'll move on from the gun debate. So, okay, we have, let's see here. We have Mr. Andrew Tate, Noelani. Did I get it right this time?
Noelani. It's
Sorry.
like the E's like a Y. Noelani.
Noelani.
Yeah.
Okay. Come to Romania, baby flower emoji.
Pass.
That's Mr. Andrew Tate. He's invited you to Romania. Are you taking his invitation?
No.
Do you know who Andrew Tate is?
Yes.
Okay, we'll watch some of his videos later. All right. Meowler with the 10 Canadian dollars. Thank you, man. Can I call you Lonnie?
Yeah, you can call me Lonnie or Noe. Those
Okay,
are
sorry,
my
'cause
two nicknames. It's okay. I know it's complicated.
Okay, Lonnie, baby, you can have Poland, Denmark, the Eiffel Tower if you want. Plus, me and your dad would get along beautifully.
My dad is not easy.
That is from, I believe his name's Adolf Meowler, but he's changed it since last stream. Thank you for the 10 Canadian, man. Much appreciated. Let's see. Stephen Krug with the $5 soup chat. 18-year-old chick so obviously intentionally attracts attention to herself, but tries to play it off like she's not trying to do so. Cringe. Okay.
Is it about me? I'm just going to assume it's about me.
It might be about you.
Okay, I don't care.
Okay. We got that one. Stephen Krug with the $10 soup chat. Okay, I don't know, we don't want to dox this guy.
No, I mean, I actually want to read that. I want to see what it said.
Stephen Krug, $10 soup chat. BS alert, UNLV is the only D1 college in Vegas and nobody on the roster is 6'5". My bet is 18-year-old chick is full of it. Possible she's being honest, really doubt it. I got attention-seeking vibes.
What, like, where is, like, the whole attention-seeking shit coming from? I don't get that.
Stephen Krug is our resident roaster for tonight, I guess. Mike Davis is nowhere to be found. But are you sure he's 6'5"?
I mean...
That's what he said?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's 6'5".
Watch, he's actually 5'11".
No, he's really tall. No, he's really fucking tall. Maybe he's 6'4". Like, I'm not going to take guys' name because then I'll actually have to just end my life here, so...
Okay.
But he's on the roster.
I have no idea what this one... I'm not sure what...
Eyes are... I don't get
My eyes... Have you been looking at my chest during the show?
Yeah, maybe I like your flannel.
How dare you? How dare you? Okay. Glebus LA, thank you for the $10 super chat. Is Nat a co-host now? That's great. Ladies, men like their fish. Leave it alone. LOL. Yeah, I don't... The whole fish thing, I mean... I don't really get it. But I'm a dude, right? I don't get it. Part of me thinks a lot of it is it's kind of a animal rights compassion thing. Oh, it's the dead fish. I don't know.
No.
I could be wrong though.
I feel like I only feel like that when it's like a duck. Like I don't really care about a fish, but like if you post a duck, like that's gonna make me kind of sad.
I think I've seen a woman holding a fish in a dating profile before.
That's funny.
Red flag.
I was like,
she's going crazy.
Wifey material right there. Okay. We're going to move on. Thank you guys so much for the super chats. If you want, get some in, $10 and up, guys. All right. So let's see. Moving on here. Have you ever, and this is sort of related to our topic of guys getting friend zoned. Have you ever been fuck zoned by a guy?
Like, so you like friends with benefits, I'm guessing?
So basically, like, you want something more, you want a relationship, but he just wants sex and he's keeping you around for sex. Move the microphone towards that way, yeah. And you can pull it close towards you. Bring it in, all the way in. Like you speak softly, so I just want, I want you tilt it down towards you.
Right there?
A little more. There you go. Perfect. Okay.
I don't think so. Fuck.
Maybe your current guy. It might. God. It could be.
I mean, it could possibly. Yeah, maybe that's my current situation. I'm fuck zoned. I mean, it's hard to fuck me all the way from Vegas though. But I mean, who knows?
So are you like triple texting him and he doesn't respond?
I don't like. I mean, I chase, but I don't fucking do that bullshit.
I thought you said you were simping.
I'm simping, but I don't like. I'm not gonna like do all that. Like, okay, you don't respond. I mean, I might be sad about it, but I'm not gonna be like, why the fuck aren't you responding? Like, type shit. No.
Do you love him?
No. Love is such a strong word. I've never been in love. Like, I was dated a guy for a year, but like, I've never been in love. But I'm obsessed with the idea of love.
Wait, question. So you dated a guy for a year?
Mm-hmm.
Did you? But you were not in love with him.
No.
Did you say you were in love with him?
I did say love you, but I was not in love with him. Like, the way he treated me, like, I could never fall in love with him. Like, he was a cheater. This is, like, I don't know if this should be on there.
Trauma dump. You said you wanted to, right?
Like, okay, me and him we broke up in, like, the middle of our relationship in, like, July. We ended in, like, I broke up with him December of 2020, and we went on a break in, like, July, and, like, the girls about it in his town heard about it. And one of them texted me and was like, Noelani, I need to tell you something. And like, she didn't even have to say anything else. And I was like, Kylie, please don't tell me he raped you. That's not her actual name.
Wait, what?
Yeah, like he raped a girl I knew. And I got back together with him. So there's your trauma dump for the night.
Okay, that's the end of the show, guys. Thank you for tuning in. No, I'm just kidding. Okay.
You asked for that.
But wait, did you have a sense that he was falsely accused?
I mean, like,
because I'm sure he probably told you it was bullshit, right?
100%. But like the way she like explained it, like
let's not go into the details on that.
You just can't like make that up. Like, you know what I mean? I mean, you can, but like the details I heard, it's like that there was no way.
Okay.
Can I ask why you took him back?
I don't know. Like, I literally to this day, like, he's so fucking ugly, it hurts. So I don't even know. Like, it was just like me, like freshman, like just I don't even know. I can't even. I don't even want to look at the chat after I just said that.
Okay, we're gonna move on. Aline, have you ever been fuck zoned by a guy?
Yeah, obviously. That's why I hate hookup culture so much.
Tilt the microphone down. There you go.
That's why I hate hookup culture so much. But if a guy's gonna do that, I'm obviously not gonna let them. Like, I'm not like a simp like that. I don't care how like hot, like rich. I don't care like how much status you have, famous. If you just want me for sex, like, I'm not gonna give into it. Like, that's just not my style. Like, but obviously, yeah, it's happened to me.
So there was a guy that you wanted something more. You wanted a relationship, but he didn't want it.
Not necessarily like he wanted to just like fuck, but it's more of like, oh, I don't really want a relationship, but we can be friends with benefits and stuff.
No.
Never been fuck zoned?
No, I've never been fuck zoned.
Not really.
Okay. But you've never had a relationship though?
Yeah.
But never been fuck zoned?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, can I say something? Because it's not the baseball player. Like, it's not. This was like 2 years ago. Like, I don't want that to be an association there at all that they're making there. Okay, continue.
Yeah, probably don't read chat.
Like, Jesus Christ, I cannot. I'm getting these two mixed up.
No?
I haven't, but I've fuck zoned other people.
Oh, you fuck zoned. Yeah, we actually, really quick, the rest of the panel, have you ever fuck zoned a guy?
No.
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 Okay. Natasha, your answer, have you ever been fuck zoned? Or
No.
have you fuck zoned a guy?
Neither. And no girl should allow themselves to be fuck zoned. Because that's all guys want. All guys want is pussy.
Yeah.
Swear
What?
to God.
What? Natasha?
Okay, no. No. Let me rephrase that. Shitty men want pussy, and that's all they want from you. Hire guys that are worth more, that will benefit your life more, they're not just going to want pussy from you. And that's a fact.
Or could it be that the men that only want pussy, the men that only want sex from women, is because that's all that the women have to offer? Because for me, if pussy's all you're offering, pussy's all I want.
Yeah.
Aline, why are you cuddling with the microphone? You're like nuzzling up against the microphone with your cheek. It was a very intimate moment.
What?
It was a very intimate moment.
You have a weird mind, Brian.
You're not wrong. Okay, so moving on from the...
Huh?
You were nuzzling the microphone.
No, I wasn't.
It
I
was
was
like
next
you
to
were
it.
like... Okay, anyways, let's see. So, let's see. So we did the rating thing earlier. Do you think it's wrong of men to rate women on a scale of 1 to 10? Do you think it's wrong? Do you object to it?
I mean, I don't really think so. I mean, I think it's weird to like assign a number because, like, I mean, especially because like when the whole like rate thing, it just comes down to.
Wait, what?
Are we talking about? Do you think it's wrong to?
Oh, rating. I thought you. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, what? Oh my gosh, no.
You speak very softly, so I misheard.
I think that like it's kind of weird to like assign a number because it's all like based on like attractiveness. I mean, like you don't really like involve the personality most like the 1 to 10 rating things. So I mean, but it's not like just like a part of today. So I don't think it's like that big of a deal.
Sure.
What was the question again? No. I knew it.
So, do you think it's wrong of men to rate women on a scale of 1 to 10? You know, if they're with their boys, oh, she's a 7, she's a 10.
It doesn't matter if I'm wrong or not. They're going to do it anyways.
But do you think it's wrong?
No, it's not wrong because I rate men.
Yeah.
I just think it's kind of weird, but it's like, okay, I don't know.
I mean, I think it's more problematic when it becomes like a public thing and it's like actually like written down or like posted somewhere. I think that's when it becomes like more problematic and more hurtful. But I think everyone's kind of entitled to their like preferences and their opinions in a way.
Sure.
I don't really see an issue with it, but...
Okay, Natasha.
No issue.
All right. Based panel. Okay. So, next question. Who do you think is more shallow, men or women? Take a deep breath,
Shallow.
Lonnie.
Shallow.
Think about it.
Like,
Who's more shallow, men or women?
Like you only like them for their looks or what?
It could be other things, other material things, like could be money.
Oh, I think women.
yeah.
Women are more shallow.
Yeah.
We're just like, I feel like women tend to be more like materialistic.
Mhm.
Is like the thing.
Okay.
I think that's like a pretty good question. I don't know if I could really say one for sure, but I'm kind of leaning towards men right now.
I feel like men and women are shallow in different ways. Like
Yeah.
I think men tend to be more interested in women like solely based on appearance,
Mm.
and I think women tend to be interested in men based on like status.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think those are both shallow, but not necessarily in the same way.
Yeah.
I think definitely women.
Okay.
I mean, she's
Wait. So,
For both
but so you're
teams.
bi.
Yeah.
So you're bi. So you have experience, romantic experience with women. Why do you think women are more shallow than men?
'Cause women can be brutal. I'm not gonna lie, and men are. I feel like are easier to see through. Like if they only want you for one thing, they're gonna let it known that they only want
Yeah,
you for
you
one
can
thing.
like see like a man's intentions way more clearly than you can with like a woman.
Honestly, that's true.
Hmm.
But like women just choose to ignore like
Really?
the intention. Like
Really? Because I mean, I've heard from a lot of women that y'all get played.
we let it, like we know, like we
You know.
know the intention. Like most of like 9 times out of 10, I feel like we know a dude's intention. It's just like we ignore it. Like with the you can't really like we're a lot more complex than you guys.
like ignore the red flags
Yeah.
because he's like making you like feel a
it's
certain
love.
way.
It's usually love bombing makes you ignore type shit.
Yeah, and
Hmm.
women tend to see like the best out of other people more
Yeah,
often
I
than
agree.
men do, because women are more like nurturing, caring, like motherly, and like they want more like affectionate and romantic relationships, while men tend to be really quick thinking. They're more like they're not very I don't know how to say it, but like men just don't think the same way that women do. Like if a man gets rejected, or he'll be like, okay, yeah, like that's it, I'm not gonna do anything else. But like women, they see red flags, they ignore it because they feel like, oh, they kind of construe like some stories for themselves to make themselves feel better.
Wait, so you think women
That was a lot. I'm sorry.
ignore? No, it's all fine. It's good. You think women ignore red flags?
Yeah,
I don't think
a
you're-
lot of women do.
I don't think you're wrong, but I think that women are far pickier and far more selective than men are.
Yeah.
So on a
if the
date,
man, yeah.
I feel like on a date, like most women are going to be looking for reasons to disqualify the guy.
Oh yeah, this is completely, if it's based on the scenario. If a woman like really really likes a guy,
Mhm.
right, and then he starts falling off, he's giving us some really suspicious red flags, like, oh, I can't hang out, like I gotta go with my buddies, or he'll never like bring around his buddies. Like some red flags start showing up. You're gonna, if you really like him, you're gonna make up some stories in your head.
Yeah.
You're gonna say like, oh, he's just probably really busy. Like I know that he's a good guy because
Like you make up like your own
exactly,
excuses for him.
exactly. Like
Yeah.
you picture this guy as like someone who's a very good person, versus a man who sees red flags in a woman. They'll see it as red flags. They're not gonna like put it like, they're not gonna make excuses for you.
Yeah.
They're more
They
straightforward.
just like see it through. Like they see it as what it is. Like women don't do that usually.
Yeah.
Okay, good times.
I think women are more naive, like most of the time.
women are more naive.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah. Definitely.
You think?
Definitely. We like to like not see like all the problems or ignore them. Like, oh, like even if there are problems, we might not even like give solutions to them, we might just ignore them. Like, oh, that's fine. There's a little error in the system.
I wouldn't say naive, but I feel like they ignore more. They choose to ignore.
Women ignore more.
Yeah.
It's only if
But
they
I
really
wouldn't-
like them. This is not a first date scenario.
I wouldn't
First
say
date
it's
scenario,
naive.
women are the most judgy ever.
Okay, I see. Because I was
That-
gonna,
yeah,
that's what
yeah,
I was gonna
yeah.
kind of get at.
First date scenario, the woman's gonna be testing you left and right. Like, everything she's asking you and everything you're replying to her, even like, well, I think this applies to everyone. I think everyone is judging you very, like, even in the back of their head, like minds, they're judging you from the moment that you walk in. Like,
That was
everything.
deep.
I'm just
That
saying.
was deep.
It's like an interview.
There you go. But I want to touch on that really quick. But why is everyone in chat talking about Post Malone? Did you guys?
They've been saying that the
me.
whole time.
What?
You? I think so.
Oh,
Every time
you're-
I talk,
Wait, why are you Post Malone?
probably because my hair's in a bun.
What?
Oh my.
I mean, you don't have enough face tats for that.
I wish I had Post Malone's money.
Have they just been like putting Post Malone lyrics in the chat for the past 30
They're
minutes?
calling me A cups. I'm
They're-
not mad, but like,
They're calling you A cups? Damn, roasted.
She is Post Malone.
Roasted. Does anyone
small
here?
titty gang.
Does anyone here have any plastic surgery?
No.
I have implants.
You have
No, I'm
breast.
just kidding.
You have breast implants?
No.
Oh, okay. Anybody? Plastic surgery? Lip filler? Anybody? Nobody?
Natty.
Okay, all natty. Yeah. I mean, small boobs are good. You know, I'm a fan of small boobs in general.
Did
Just
we have-
saying.
Itty bitty titty
Did you
committee.
have to tell us that?
I mean, you know, I
Thank you, Brian.
just, you know,
Very insightful.
small, small boob,
IBTC.
small boob solidarity.
Itty bitty chicken mini.
There you go.
We should make
Okay.
a shirt. Itty bitty chicken mini.
Say that again.
Itty
3 times
bitty-
fast.
Itty bitty chicken. Itty bitty chicken mini.
We're gonna react to a video, guys. Yeah, Eric, can you open the other window, or sorry,
All
the other
boobs
door,
matter.
please? It's a little toasty, little toasty.
Like my ass
Thi-
sweat. I'm like glued to the seat.
Thank you, Eric. Okay, TMI. All right, by the way, guys, we will be selling that chair on eBay after the show. If you guys want to start,
My dead ass and like.
bidding starts at $70. Okay. Okay. We need a. All right, let's. Eric, if you can pull up the videos tab for us, thank you.
Start your bids, boys.
Let's do Anna Akana. Yeah, we'll do that one.
And my argument
Oh,
against
wait, sorry.
why-
Can you pause it? Can you hit Control F? Just Control F. There we go. Start from the beginning if you can.
guys should pay for date
Just press. Yeah, there you go.
against why guys should pay for dates has always been like, look, girls take hours to get ready. Our investment is looking really nice for you. Makeup, clothes, that costs money too.
Okay. So Anna Akana, she's like been a YouTuber for a decade plus. I don't really like her that much, but anyways, her argument is men should pay for dates because the women, they got to do more to get ready and put on makeup and all this stuff. So do you agree with that?
That like a guy should always pay on a date.
Yeah, just scoot the microphone,
I'm
that
probably
way.
mic here apparently.
tilt it down towards
Oh my gosh. I don't know how it gets like that.
Go ahead.
Okay, what's the question?
So Anna Akana, YouTuber, she thinks that men should pay for the date because women, we have to spend more time getting ready. We got to buy makeup, put on makeup, etc., etc.
I don't think like that should be like the reasoning as to like why like a guy should like pay for a date. Like I mean guys like have to get ready, but I mean makeup isn't always like a part of it either. I mean hair too, but I mean I don't think that's necessarily should be the reasoning as why a guy should pay. Like I mean a guy should pay like if he invites you out on a date, like usually like when someone invites you out, like most of the time like if it's like a date scenario, you're gonna expect the guy to pay. But I mean if it's just like more of a chiller thing, then it might just be split the bill or whatever, but I think it depends on the scenario.
Okay. Go ahead.
I totally agree. I think it's definitely whoever asks, and just because a woman puts on makeup, or women don't have to put on makeup to go on a date. Like, we can probably spend as much time getting ready as much as you are. It's a little unlikely, but what she's saying doesn't really apply to every scenario, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And men, a lot of like well-off men can take care of themselves, and they can get ready too. It doesn't mean that they have to pay for the date just because it's a girl, you know? I mean, it's more of a traditional thing, and I know that it's like rooted in society, but definitely if a girl asks a guy out on a date, then she should be the one who's paying for it, since she's suggesting it, you know?
I think whoever asked the other person should pay. I think that's fair. I don't know. I feel like it'd be weird, like, a girl's like, hey, do you want to go get dinner? And then, I don't know, like, you ask the person, you pay, you know?
Have you ever asked a guy out on a date?
No.
Okay, go ahead.
I think that's a good point. Like, I don't think it necessarily needs to be rooted in, like, who spends more money or more time getting ready.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I think you could just, like, take turns, or, like, whoever asks the other one out is, like, the one who pays.
Yeah, I think it's whoever asks should pay.
So when you're dating women, are you asking, or who's getting asked out more often?
It's both. It's probably like 50-50.
Okay.
Yeah.
Eric, I'm not sure if we should pull up this super chat that just came in. Just heads up. I mean, let me think about that one. Star it, Eric. Go ahead, Natasha.
Yeah, men shouldn't pay just because women put makeup on. I think men should pay as a rule, especially on a first date. It shows that you like the girl. It shows that you want to see her again. It shows her that you actually are financially stable. And yeah.
So you want the guy to pay on a first date?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
But equality?
No. No.
So what would you do? You're on the first date with a guy, and he's like, the check comes, and he's like, how do you want to split this? He's like, hey, let's split.
If he wants to split it, there's no future ahead of us.
Are you going to be upset on the date? Like,
no.
You're just going to be like, yeah, sure, and then just never see him again?
I wouldn't say that I'll...
Oh, okay.
Sorry, always messing with the cups. I'm going to be respectful about it. I'll go ahead and pay, and I won't even say a word about it. But I do believe that men should be, kind of courting the girl and being, be dominant, like be the bigger person. It's a man's job to take care of you, as long as you are taking care of him as well. And I think on the first date, it's really important for a man to show that he is interested in you, that he's serious about you. And I think paying is just kind of the bare minimum on a first date for a man.
Does anyone on the panel want to respond to?
I would like to say that it's a valid point, but also I think that most situations, men tend to be like the dominant person in the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But there's also relationships where women are taking care of men, and that's not necessarily my type of relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think that is a valid relationship, and I think that can exist, and it's something that is possible and would definitely work, and I think that's definitely okay. But that doesn't mean that men all the time have to do that. Men don't have to pay just because they're men. I do think that whoever asks though is
This is
yeah.
if I recall correctly, this differs a little bit from your previous take on this.
No, I said that.
Didn't you say that men should pay?
No,
on
I said
the last
okay.
show?
So I said
nothing wrong with that, but
I said that whoever asks should pay. But in my personal experiences, I've never asked out a man. I've only been asked out. So in my personal situations, men have always paid for me. And in my circumstances, if like whatever she said, if he asks to split, like I would be like, fuck, like he asked me on a date and he wants me to split the bill. Like I'm not going to pursue this anymore. You know, like
sure,
like he's not putting in this effort. Like why would you take me out to this expensive restaurant and expect me to pay for something that you can't afford?
Sure.
So that's my take.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give my take on it after we react to one more video on this. Eric, if you can pull up the, I think the next video. It is, yeah, that one. Go for it.
What you're looking at here is an invoice I received after an unsuccessful date, as it reads above, under project. No fucking joke. Due date ASAP. I am not kidding. I told him I didn't have a romantic connection with him over message, politely. And this is the response. He said it's not a matter of money, it's the principle. £29, man. Come on. Give me a break. I mean, would you do this? I can't believe it.
Okay, so basically she went on a date with a guy, first date. She wasn't interested, and then after the date, he invoiced her for, I guess, her portion of the bill. So your reaction to that, what do you think? And actually, we're going to start over here with Natasha and work our way around.
But so basically he asked her to pay.
No, so he paid.
He paid.
On the date. She messaged him after the fact and said, she messaged him and maybe he was trying to set up a second date. She said she wasn't interested. So at that point, he invoiced her and said, hey, here's your portion of the date. And so he wanted her to pay it after the fact.
Yeah, that's very unattractive.
Well, she's already rejected him.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
just don't pay it.
Yeah. Like her pay it?
Yeah. Like, didn't he request her to pay for the date that he paid, right? So just don't fucking pay it. I know the audacity of the guy, right?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
like, but like I don't know. I don't know what he's.
Why is it audacious? Why is that audacious?
He's like, oh, you rejected me? Now you're gonna have to fucking give me my money back.
Yeah.
It's
just like
fucking audacity.
Like, just move on.
It's like
move on.
having a small ego and not knowing how to take rejection.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He doesn't know how to take rejection.
Well, he took rejection.
But it's just petty. It's
Well,
like if you wanted to take this girl out on a date, she went with you. Like, okay, like you paid. Like, unfortunately, she just wasn't into you. Like, okay, that's that. Like, that's just so petty to be like, okay, pay me back.
Okay, but let me ask you guys a question. How soon into the date do you think she wasn't interested in him? I want to say probably within the first 10 minutes.
But
she
how do you
knew.
know?
How do you know?
We don't. But I mean, most women know.
Why does it matter? Like, she's not
Maybe he just
interested.
had a really bad person.
Well, my
timestamp
point, the reason I
doesn't
bring
matter.
that up, the reason why I bring it up, by the time the check came, she probably knew, I'm not going to go on a date with this guy again. She could have then offered to split the bill, but she didn't.
Why would
But
she?
he still asked her.
He still asked her out on the date?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why would she offer to
So-
split the bill if she didn't even like the date?
All the more reason to split the bill.
Why? Why would she pay for something that she doesn't like? Like, she's unsatisfied.
She got
just
food. She ate. She drank.
Well, he was the guy that offered to take her there to get to know him, and she didn't like what she was experiencing. Why would she pay for her?
Lonnie,
own
why are
food?
you looking at the chat like that?
Well, it's because I can't.
just
I
like-
have to squint. Like,
Oh.
I'm like, have to like. Should I put my glasses on? Like, I
You're
literally
like giving
can't.
the chat a stink eye over there.
I can't. I have really, really
okay.
bad vision.
It's okay.
really
It's okay.
bad.
I have some glasses.
I have mine.
Oh, yes, throw them on. Throw them on. Anyways, so okay.
Wait, now I'm gonna like really be able to see everything.
Jesus.
What we're saying.
Okay, so Where were we? Did anyone else want to come in on the reaction? I think you kind of wanted to come in, right?
Yeah, I think it goes off principle. Even if they, like, it didn't work out, you still asked them to pay. Like, I mean, you still asked them on the date. You expected them to be there. You took them there. So you're expected to pay. So just because she didn't like you and it didn't work out I don't feel like that's I feel like that's a little bitch boy.
Yeah.
I like that description.
He has a
bitch boy.
small
I
dick
like
and
that.
balls.
Yeah.
It's like all shriveled
No.
up and it went inside, but it turned to a vagina. Pussy boy. What? Stop pointing at me.
No genitalia shaming here. How dare you? How dare you? We can talk about that soon. Okay, so, and your take on this?
Well, I just think, I mean, imagine like if you guys date for like a year and then you break up, are you gonna like Venmo request her for like a year?
Like hundreds of dollars?
Like, okay, like you owe me like $8,000 for like all the dates we've been on in the past year. You know, it's
Don't
like
fucking
it's more.
way.
It's about the principle of it. Like in the moment, if you're like, I'm gonna pay, and like this was a date, you know, whether it's like a guy or a girl paying, like you're doing something nice, it's a date, like you don't just retract that because like things don't work out.
Well, so if you were in a long-term relationship with a girl and one of the partners in the relationship paid more than the other, you know, whatever, to me, yes, I would agree. That's kind of weird. Oh, pay me back for the several dozen dates we went on or whatever the fuck. Yeah, that's a bit much. But I think on a first date, it's a bit different. So I'm coming to this guy's defense here. And it's different because back in the day, if you went on a date with somebody, and when I say back in the day, I don't know, let's say before dating apps, before social media, maybe 10, 20 years ago, whatever it is, or even back in the 1950s, if you went on a date with someone and you paid for them, there was a very high likelihood that it was going to go somewhere. But now people have so many options. People are seeing so many people at the same time. I mean, I know there's a few outliers here. I think Natasha's one of them. Most people are dating multiple people at a time. So the chances...
How do you do that? Isn't
do
dating
what?
exclusive? Like,
Well, when I say date,
definition?
like to go on a date with a guy.
Oh,
Bro,
like I
girls-
wouldn't
girls
consider
will
going
go-
a date on a guy to be dating someone. Is that...
Well, this is within the context of a first date.
Just say like going on dates with people with multiple people.
Okay, going on dates
Yeah.
with people. So there was previously an expectation that like if you went on a first date with someone, they probably weren't entertaining a whole bunch of options. But now I know average women, like unremarkable women that can have 4 or 5 dates lined up in a week. Easy. Average men can't do that. Average women can. So, and also there's this thing called a foodie call.
I mean, I think you invented that word. I'm honest. I've never.
They've
heard
done
that.
studies on this.
I've never heard of that.
Foodie call. So
I know,
basically,
I've only heard of that from you.
well, I am the resource of knowledge
Okay.
on these sort of topics.
Yes.
But so women will go on dates with guys just for a free dinner.
Mustang guy.
It's not the majority of women, but it happens. It's happened to me. Girl goes on a date with me, or it could even be, even if it's not a foodie call, it could be, hey, I go on a date with a girl, and then she's just not feeling. There's not a second date.
How about guys just stop buying girls food and do
Well,
like an
that's
activity?
I don't
Like
do.
Go to the
like
beach.
mini golfing.
Go to the
Yeah.
beach.
So
like that's
usually-
free and
Yeah.
fun.
And it's done.
But some girls have an issue with
No, they
those dates.
don't.
There are definitely girls that are like,
If
oh,
she has an
he's
issue with
cheap.
that, then she's trying to use you for your money and food. Like
That's
I
what,
would
that's
love
what
to
women
go to
do.
the beach.
That's what some women do.
I would love to go to the beach. Like
And I think that's a great date. Or get a
Yeah.
coffee, do something low commitment.
Yeah, exactly. Like you
Yeah.
don't have
I don't
to,
do dinner dates
You don't
first
have
dates.
to do that. Like nobody's making you. So stop complaining about like women using you for like food or whatever.
Honestly, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really
Like, just put more
Like-
effort into, like,
There's so
coming
many,
up with something
There's so many
different.
things that you could do that would be more memorable than getting like an expensive meal trying to impress her or something material, you know? Then you know like, oh, she's like a true one. Like she doesn't care about like material things like food or a fancy experience. She just wants to do something like memorable.
That's fair enough. But I think in a
filters
lot
out.
of... Yeah, and my recommendation to men, and this has been my stance on this for a long time, first date, first off, I don't even like food dates to begin with. But first date, food, not a good call. You want to do something low commitment. In the event, maybe she's not feeling it, you're not feeling it, meet for an hour, less even. You can always dip. If there's food involved, then they fucking...
Exactly. You got to wait for the
waiter
bill.
comes, and then the waiter interrupts you while you're having a conversation.
You got to eat, and then you can't get, like, talk.
Oh, yeah, you're eating.
You
yeah,
look,
that's just
like,
weird.
gross when you eat and stuff.
Yeah.
And, like,
yeah, I
and
just
it's
want
awkward. Like, oh, I think this is good.
The food gets cold.
Like the conversations are so forced on like dinner dates. I feel like.
Yeah.
Like I feel like in an activity, like a conversation might flow out a little easier.
Yeah.
An activity?
Yeah.
Okay, what's an example of an
Maybe
activity?
golfing. I swear.
I
like,
think
Going
I'd-
to a theme
like-
park.
But okay, that costs money.
The best one
a theme
for
park
me-
for a first date?
Yeah.
Y'all, that's extra.
expensive.
I don't know about that.
Y'all
I
extra.
think the best one for me is
Beach.
a guy taught me how to surf.
Oh, that's so.
And I think that was the best
That's-
thing ever.
I mean, that's pretty extra.
No, it's not.
But it was.
It's
free.
a that's a whole.
He was a
fucking
surfing
thing.
instructor, and
Yeah.
I'm okay. So I met him at a party, like literally the night before, and he was like, "Come surfing out with me tomorrow." Like, you're not gonna come. Like, I know you're not. And then I went. It was like literally the best time ever, and it was so fun. I learned how to surf. He
So
didn't
I
have to
mean,
spend
okay.
any
So
money.
here's
He didn't have to
my
spend any
thing.
money.
Well, I mean, did you have a wetsuit?
Well, it was his.
What time of year was it?
It was literally.
You are tall, so maybe his wetsuit would have fit. I don't know if you guys see, I have a surfboard behind me. I used to surf all the time. And like my whole thing is, honestly, like, I mean, you could take a girl out on a small day, but it's just like, you got to fucking teach her. I mean, it's a good date, but it's like, you got to get all the boards and go, it's a whole thing, right? For a first date.
I feel like it's the same thing like surfing with your guys, but you get to talk to a girl.
I don't
Like
want
I was holding the surfboard the whole time. I mean, like he wasn't holding it for me. Like I don't know what.
But you gotta push her into the waves.
No, he didn't. He just told me what to do.
The first time, so
The first
hold
time.
on. The first wave you ever caught, you paddled into it.
I did.
and you stood
yes.
up and caught it.
I paddled
He didn't
with
push
him.
you.
He didn't push
give
me
you a
or
push.
anything, and I stood up
Come
by
on.
myself.
Come on.
He just told me how to do it.
Come on.
I'm being serious.
All right, fair enough. That's
like,
pretty.
Why don't you believe me?
I mean, I've taught people to surf, and I mean,
he's a surfing instructor. Yeah.
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 It's a good date, but that's that's a bigger commitment than
no,
just
it's
getting
not.
dinner.
It's not. It was already.
But you
his
gotta
surfboards
bring-
are already in his car.
You gotta bring the
He's a surfer
surfboards
boy. He's
to
a
the
surfer boy.
beach. It's
He
a
was
whole
ready.
thing.
He was ready.
They have a wetsuit. You can't. First off, in California, if it's the
not like
winter
he's
time.
putting the wetsuit on me. I was doing it myself.
Yeah, but okay, you're tall.
So?
Okay. Most guys aren't like, here, let me just keep an inventory of like women's-sized wetsuits. She's gonna be freezing if it's in like any time past October.
Well, okay, so
even in summer, you need a
he
wetsuit.
lives in a house with a bunch of. This is a very
Okay,
like
Edward.
circumstantial. He lives in a house with a bunch of surfers, so he has a bunch of like surfing gear of all different types
Okay,
of
fair
sizes.
enough.
So it's pretty convenient for him.
Yeah, no, I mean surfing.
It's circumstantial, maybe not for you.
I've done that once, but it's just like honestly for me, like when I went surfing, I wanted to go alone.
Okay.
So I don't want to take someone
Go alone,
with
Brian.
me.
Not my.
I'm a lone wolf.
Not
Lone-
my problem, Brian. No wonder
But
you're
that's-
still single.
Okay, what about the people that are landlocked, that don't live in a coastal city and there's no waves? Like,
Okay,
that's a whole-
picnic. You don't need to even buy anything from the store. Get it from your pantry. I know your mom has like some chocolate covered strawberries
her?
or some shit.
She's nice. Okay, so anyway, so okay, I don't know how we got into it. So the whole
Non-coastal people, picnics.
paying on the
Hiking
thing.
is fun.
Hiking is very fun.
I think she should have paid him back.
Huh?
Bro.
Oh,
The
no.
girl, she
We're
should
back
have
to
paid
the
him back.
invoice thing.
She should have paid him back.
Nah,
What? Yeah,
that's insane.
you would be that type of guy.
Just
You know what?
take your damaged ego and
you make
move
women
on.
pay on the first date. Like,
It depends. Not always. Depends.
do you go on first dates?
Do I go on? I mean,
Do women like pay for you?
has a woman paid for me?
Yeah. I remember you
I'll
said
tell you
one time
this.
she asked you she gave you a burrito.
A Christian woman, yes, a Christian woman,
And you're
10
so
years
happy.
ago, I don't even know if she asked me out on a date. I was like, hey, let's meet up sometime. And then she said, let's go this place. Let's go here. I'll pay. And I was like, okay. And she bought me a burrito. The one
Was it good?
time, a burrito. Whereas we had a girl on like 2 shows ago who went. What? Is it time to take your birth control?
Hey.
Oh my God.
Why would you say that?
I mean, you have an alarm on your phone.
No, it's just it's bedtime. It's
Okay.
9 o'clock. Time to go to sleep.
Okay. So, anyways, she paid for my burrito. We had a girl on 2 weeks ago, and she was talking about she got offered $1,000 for a Starbucks date, and she took it. She got paid $1,000 just to meet a guy for Starbucks. Now, this was off of a seeking arrangements sort of thing, but like, bruv, 1,000? Bruv.
I love that word.
One time in my life, a girl paid for me.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, but she was waiting for marriage, so I was like, you're nice, thank you. Can I pay you for the burrito?
Not nice enough.
Can I pay you for the burrito? But she was like, no, it's okay.
So there was no second date.
Well, I mean, she wanted to wait until marriage to have sex, which, hey, good for you, rock and roll. But like, for me, I'm okay.
I'm going to turn up.
I'm all right. I'm all right. But maybe I should have taken her up on that. But anyways, yeah, I think, you know what? She should, the lady in that thing, she should have paid him. Because I guarantee you, if you ask her, she's probably like, oh yeah, I'm a feminist. I believe in equality, blah, blah, blah.
But what happens if she doesn't pay? Nothing happens.
Yeah, she doesn't have to.
Why does she have to pay then?
Because she was provided value. She was provided a benefit. She got a free meal, right?
Yeah, so why does she have to pay?
What do you mean? She should pay her way, right?
Why?
She ate the food. She received the value.
Yes, the free food that he bought for her.
And?
Yeah, at the date, yeah.
Right, yeah.
Why does she have to pay for it?
Because
good answer, Brian.
Because she probably on the date was not genuinely interested in him. She could have split it right then and there.
But she didn't. Why would you have to?
But so why is it always falling on men?
Well, why didn't he ask her to
pay?
split it at the end? Why did he have to?
Because he was trying to be a gentleman.
Why did he ask her after to split it?
Because
after?
she turned him down, and he spent this money on a date.
What does that matter though? It's not because of the food. It's because of she didn't like your personality or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't like your persona.
Right.
So why does she have to pay?
She doesn't have to pay.
You said she should. So you're not telling me any reasons.
Why? Okay, under those circumstances, why should she?
Why should she pay?
She turned him down. There was no
out of
romantic,
like courtesy or like what? Just to make him feel better?
He spent money on her as a romantic gesture. She has no romantic interest in him.
Well, she didn't know that until after she met him, right?
I mean, well, we don't know all the details, but
I think we should reach out to the girl.
yeah, we should ask her. Anyways, we're gonna move on. We're gonna move on from this. See, here's the thing. I'm an egalitarian, right? I believe people should pay. It should split. I believe in splitting the bill because you can't be feminist until the check comes. Feminism, equality is not a buffet. You don't get to pick and choose. Oh,
I'm an egalitarian
until
I'm drafted.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Anyways, we're going to move on from that. We're going to do a video reaction to Mr. Tate, Cobra Tate. Eric, if I can have you pull up the video, good sir.
Is he still coming on?
Probably not because he got banned. The forehead one.
Banned from what?
You didn't hear about that? Hold on, we'll watch this and then.
I think 99% of the world's problems would be solved if females walked through life with their body count on their forehead. Because it would prevent all of the disintegration of morals. It would prevent so many things about the world.
But you know what, there's like
and women would be like, to be with me as a man, I don't want to put another number on my forehead. You have to be a good man. They wouldn't stop fucking these idiots and stop being idiots, and all the idiocy would disappear. All the degeneracy would disappear. Families would return. Virgins meeting their first man, staying with him her whole life and being proud of it. Couldn't we go back to such a beautiful age? All we have to do is start putting numbers on girls' foreheads. We could fix everything.
That attitude is disgusting.
Okay, your reaction to it. By the way, pop your glasses off.
Oh yeah, so I can't read the chat
Yeah.
anymore.
Your reaction to the video.
I feel like he's like literally just like saying that like a body count kind of just like changes like who you are as a person, and just like it like affects your like morals, but like it just like that's just not how it works. And like I have a fairly low body count, but like my body count compared to like someone who's like 15, like we could have like the exact same morals, like that doesn't change anything, or we could want the same thing in life, like it just really doesn't change anything.
Was he saying like, oh, like put the body counts of these women's on their head and like
Their
everything
forehead.
on their forehead, and like the true body count, or what?
Yes. You watched the video, right?
I think so. I couldn't hear anything. I'm like kind of deaf.
Yeah, I can.
I'm actually like really
What is
deaf.
it?
Like he's talking so fast.
Basically, what he's saying is all the world's problems would be fixed if women.
All of the problems.
I mean,
only
it's
if only
Yeah, like,
women
why
had their
only
body
women?
count,
World
or
hunger.
everyone had their
it's a
body
bit.
count.
It's a bit of hyperbole, but he's saying women, if they have their body count on their forehead right here, it would fix everything, fix all the problems in the world. Now, I think more specifically, let's try to keep it within the context of dating, but your reaction to that statement. And we're going to go around the table. I'm going to get up for just a sec, so just continue on along the panel.
Okay.
Actually, I'll listen. I'll say it. Go ahead.
I don't know. I just think that like I can see how a lot of men think that, oh, women are ran through or whatever. But like I don't know, like that's not going to solve everything, you know? But I know that body count does matter to a lot of people. It matters to me, and it matters like to people who want like, especially people who want marriage first, like religious people. It matters, but not to that extent, is what I'm saying. You know.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I kind of agree with Aline. I guess it's like personal preference, but like how he's saying like, oh, like all women, like, okay, like if you want to be like that, then why not like everyone? I don't know. I guess it's really like what you want out of someone. If you feel a certain way about someone having like a high body count, then like that's you, you know, like do what you want to do. Yeah.
Does anybody want some Red Bull, by the way?
Oh my god,
It's
please.
too
I'm
late
like
for
so
that.
tired. I have to
I'm gonna go to sleep after this.
You want to pour it in your cups? I'll get some more. Go on with your answers, though.
I don't know. I mean, I think
can
there's
you
like
get
a
my
double
phone?
standard with
I need my
body
phone to be
count. Like
charged.
men, especially like in their friend circles, are praised for like having a higher
Is there
body
a
count,
charger
while
over
like
there
women are
still?
demonized for it.
An iPhone
So
charger?
I don't know.
'Cause
I don't
need
think it's
my-
that
I need my
important. I
phone
don't think
charged
there's
when I
that
walk
much.
home.
Can we do it after the show? Is that okay?
Yeah.
Personally, I don't think body count matters at all. And I'm coming from a perspective of someone who dates women. So I don't think body count matters at all. A person's body count doesn't determine what kind of person they are. And so I feel like anyone who does say that, like, oh, they can't have over this amount of bodies is just kind of seeing women as property and not as actual people.
Natasha.
Body count does matter. 1,000,000%.
We have Natasha Tate in the building, by the way, guys.
Oh my
Is it super overexposed, guys?
Yeah. I like how you can see the screen through my glasses. But yeah, body count does matter, and especially matters to men. I was thinking about this while I was watching the video. Like, if you put your body count on your forehead, and men, this is kind of like a weird example, but let's say like guys were out roaming free, and they were able to be like, you know, let's say they were able to stand next to the girl that they find more desirable based on their body count. They're going to gravitate towards the girls with the lower body count. And now if the roles were reversed and guys' body counts were on their forehead, I think a lot of girls would go for the guys with the higher body counts.
No.
I don't think that's true.
I don't think so.
Body count, it really doesn't matter for men. Because when...
For men to have a high body count?
Yes.
Okay.
And I've seen this happen in my own life, and I've experienced this, like... And I hear it from guys in my friend group. They're all young and, you know, having fun, doing whatever. But it's like when they have a hookup, they genuinely do not care about that girl beyond the physical realm. They do not care about if she dies tomorrow. Like, but for women, they have sex with a guy and they could be hooked on him for months. And women are just designed to be that way. Like, we are supposed to be loyal to the person that we're sexual with, and we are supposed to trust them and all that stuff. But guys, they can just fuck around and not care about girls. And yeah, I just...
So my question is, like, you're saying that body count does matter, but you're saying that you'd prefer a guy with a higher body count.
I would prefer a guy that's more experienced.
Wait, hold on. Natasha, I got to challenge you on this one.
Okay.
In one of the last podcasts, I don't remember which one it was, you said that you wouldn't want a guy that had a body count over 5.
I remember saying that.
Is that still the case? Or
No, it isn't. I realized after the podcast that it's unrealistic.
That's true.
She's adjusted her stance on this. Okay.
So if you were a guy, would you want a girl with a lower body count?
If I were a guy, would I want a girl with a lower body count?
You guys take over. I'll be right back.
I would not. That one's hard because I am a woman and I don't judge women based on their body counts.
Yeah.
I don't like you guys said, it doesn't really change who a person is.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's a hard one because I'm not a guy.
Yeah.
And I want to believe that guys could look beyond body count and all that stuff, but I think...
But you're saying that body count does matter.
Yeah.
Like, as a woman, you're saying, I want a guy with a higher body count.
I would like a guy who's more experienced.
And you're saying that, like, body count for women, how would you say, like, a woman should have her body count? Should it be high or low or what? Like, you don't have to pretend you're a guy. You're just like, in this day society, girls our age, like, how high or low should our body count be?
I don't think there's a number that I can say that a woman should be within, but I think
you don't have to do a number, just high or low.
I mean, I think low.
And guys should be high.
I don't think they should, but like if it is high, I don't think it matters so much.
Does it matter if a girl's body count is high?
I think
if
like,
you ask, just like for friends, like if you're friends with a girl who had a high body count versus a girl with a lower body count, does that matter?
No, doesn't matter.
Okay. So, what about
but
yourself?
in relationships and dating
and yourself, like, would it matter if you had a higher body count or a lower body count? How high would your self-worth be in your own self?
I believe that when you have a higher body count, there's a good chance that somewhere along the line you put yourself below the standard that you really could be at. You know, not every guy that you meet at a party is going to be a good man and who's going to treat you right? So if my body count was high, that means I was sleeping around with a lot of dudes that really didn't deserve me to be that way. And as for my self-esteem, that kind of does play into it, because having a lower body count means that I'm being more selective, because I know I deserve the guys that are higher quality.
So you're saying that guys with high body count but are more experienced, but that means that they don't get with girls, they don't pick girls who are more loving, and they tend to not have those meaningful relationships that you might want in a guy.
Yeah.
And so they're having a lot of meaningless sex.
Yeah.
And so that's not necessarily something that you might want in a guy. And also, if he has a low body count, it doesn't necessarily mean that he's unexperienced. It could be like he's been in a long relationship and he's learned how to satisfy a woman. Obviously, he knows how to do all of that, but he just has a low body count. It doesn't mean he's not experienced. So what's your take on that?
I think that is true. I don't really know what to say in response to that, to be honest.
Okay, what did I miss while I was gone? I saw a bunch of like red flag emojis in the chat.
I was just wondering,
a lot of red flag.
All the logistics, per se.
What did I miss?
I'm not going to repeat that.
Okay.
You can rewatch it.
Fair enough. Hey, Eric, okay, we got it. Never mind, we're good. So I want to just go around the panel, kind of to bring it back a little bit to the video. Do you think you would be more selective with who you sleep with? Do you think your body count would be lower if you had your body count on your forehead?
How do those two like play with each other?
Move the microphone.
How do those two like play into each other? Like, what would like my body count being on my forehead and like making me choose? Like, oh, I guess that makes sense actually. I mean, I guess. Yeah. I mean, I'm already pretty selective. Like most of the people that I've like slept with, I've been like romantically involved with, but I feel like that would like probably cause me to be more selective. Like probably just not want the number to go up if it's like literally being like publicly viewed to literally everyone.
We've gotten a lot of super chats. We'll go around on this and we'll do the super chats. Go ahead, Aline.
I think definitely like I'm gonna be honest, like that's gonna affect who I sleep with, because everyone that I know is gonna see that number. My parents are gonna see that number, kids are gonna see that number, people who are interviewing me for jobs are gonna see that number. It's not just other guys, like everyone's gonna see that number, and I'm gonna try to keep it at a number I want it to be, because I value my self-image, and I don't care what people say. Reputation is a real thing. Like how people treat you because of how they know like what type of person you are, it's a real thing. Like you can't just not care and do whatever the fuck you want, because it affects how people treat you.
Yeah, I agree. I think people are going to look at you like differently, obviously. So I feel like I would want to be careful about that.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'd be more like conscious of it, but also I could see a world in which like there's just sort of, because everybody has their number like displayed on their forehead, there's like a change in people and how people like perceive body count, and people don't necessarily like put so much weight on it.
I don't think it would change anything for me. I'm not selective, but I don't think that like body count really matters. So I don't know. I probably wouldn't change a thing.
Sure. Natasha?
Yeah, it would definitely affect how I feel about myself, and because it would change the people that I attract into my life.
So my next question is, should body count matter?
I think they just had a whole debate about that.
But I want everyone.
We had a whole podcast about that.
No, I just want everyone to go around really quick if body count should matter. Just a yes or no.
I think like to an extent.
Into the mic, please.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say yeah. Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Maybe yeah.
I'd say no.
I'd say no.
Natasha?
Yeah.
Okay. So the chat's been asking, what's your body count? We'll start with Natasha.
3.
I don't want to give a number, but mine's relatively high.
Can you break it down by men and women?
A lot more women than men, but like I don't know.
Do you want to give a range?
Can we not do this? Yeah.
Yeah,
Not-
I'm not gonna answer
This is on the internet.
and it's
Brian.
inappropriate.
What?
Like we're
Like, jobs
young,
could
like
see
we're
this.
young. We're
What?
Yeah, we're like 18.
She's 18. She like just.
What do you mean? Wait.
Let's not do this question.
Does anybody want it? You can skip, but does
I've
anyone?
already done this question on other podcasts.
Yeah, but there's new people in the stream.
Yeah, they can.
You,
go back
you don't
and watch
have
the other
you don't
one.
have
I
to
mean,
answer.
Yeah, they can watch the other one.
But you don't have to answer. Okay, so skip. Do you want to skip?
Just skip all of us.
Skip.
Don't want to answer.
I've already said in another one. They can look back.
What's that?
I've already said in the other podcast. They can look back at it.
That you're what?
My body count that you've asked.
But I know you've already said it.
Yeah.
But I mean, there's people in the chat that.
It's okay.
That was
Go
like
look in the
2
other
months
one.
ago.
Go look in the other one.
Okay. So, I missed a little bit about the back and forth between you two on body count. Let's see. What does chat think? We'll let chat guess. Well, I mean, if you guys omit your answers, then we do have to open it up to chat. So chat, you have to guess everyone's body counts. I guess you could guess mine included too. So I think, do we have one more video? No, sorry, we have to get to super chats. We're going to do super chats. Okay, let's see. I believe we're on this one. Everyday Edgar, $10 super chat question for Post Malone. Who at the table would you turn out? Oh, for Post Malone. Okay, they're calling you Post Malone.
Rude.
What's rude? That they're calling her Post Malone?
Yeah, it's like, it's whatever. It's the internet.
I mean, the comments are going to be, what?
Yeah.
I mean, they're giving people nicknames and stuff. We warned you. Be careful.
Call me Leilani.
We warned you. Be careful with the chat. So is there any? Do you want to answer this one?
Turn out by like.
Like which? I guess you don't have to.
No. What does turn out?
Well, I assume that means like which girl would you hit up? Would you want to date at the table?
I have a girlfriend, so nobody.
Okay. Yeah. Everyday Edgar, thank you for the $10 super chat. Devon Jackson with the $10 super chat. Quick question for the ladies. I know guys will reject girls for having itty bitties or looking like Jesus. Okay, but how would you feel if a 6'5" stud told you that you were too short for him?
Huh?
Wait,
I'm 5'9",
like none of
so
us
that would
have
never
that
happen
problem.
to me. I'm 5'9".
I feel like no
I'm
one
like
here is
5'8".
Who's the shortest?
Giselle, I think.
I'm like 5'1".
5'1"?
Yeah.
What if a guy told you you're too tall for him?
I'm too tall for him.
You're too tall. I'm sorry, 5'1". You're just
4'11".
Yeah.
I mean, see, I like women. I like very short women. So like 4'11", 4'10". I mean, I'll date. It's not like I don't care. It's not like a deal breaker for me. I'll date a girl who's 6'5". I don't care. But yeah, sorry, you're just too tall for me.
Yeah.
Just too tall.
All right, more power to him.
Yeah. But yeah, Devon Jackson, thank you for the $10 super chat. Let's see, currency with the. I'll pull it up, but I don't know if I want to go into this. I mean, chat. Give me. What do you guys think, chat? Do we move on? Like.
Who's Elliot Rodger?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sorry, man. Like, we just can't talk. We're not going to talk about Elliot Rodger. Devon Jackson, thank you for the $10 super chat. Just put in more effort. Just put in more effort. Says the panel of women that never planned a first date in their lives.
I've planned a first date.
With a woman.
Yeah, I pull, so it's not that hard.
Okay, but but like you're a bit of an outlier because you are bisexual, so it's a bit different for you, I think, versus like heterosexual women. Like most heterosexual women are really not initiating like that. So, I mean, he makes a very good point. And did someone at the panel say just put in more effort? What was this in response to? Does anyone know? This was probably like 30 plus minutes ago.
I think that's when we were talking about like other dates other than like going to get food.
Oh, right. When we were talking about like go on a surf date, you know. Yeah, I mean, it is kind of convenient for y'all to say that when you've probably never planned a date, set up the date, set the time, all this stuff. So, I mean, Devon Jackson with the $10 super chat. She goes, you get to talk to a girl. I've seen you talk for 10 minutes and can tell you aren't that interesting. I'm not sure who said. This is Devon Jackson shooting shots at one of the girls on the panel. I don't know. Does one of you want to respond to?
No.
Okay. Devon Jackson with the big subsequent $10 super chat. I'm willing to spend more money on these super chats than I would on a first date with any of y'all. Girls, he's shooting shots. You have an opportunity to fire back.
Good for him.
Good thing we aren't going on a date
money.
with you. No, he didn't.
Oh,
he spent
yeah.
it on super
He's
chats.
spending money like being
Aw.
so butthurt. So it's like.
Devon
But
Jackson,
go
thank
Chargers.
you. Adolf Mialer. Okay, he's got the name back. Okay.
Oh God.
I think it's okay, right? What do you think, Natasha? I think it's fine. It's
all
not.
right.
I mean, Mialer, can you change it to? I don't know. I don't know. Like, I don't want to be all PC. I don't know. Whatever. Natasha's textbook example that no matter how hot she is, someone somewhere is tired of her. Okay. Damn, bro, the chat's been fucking brutal tonight. Okay.
Brutal.
I'm not. Okay. Devon Jackson with the $10 super chat. Do you want to respond to that, by the way, Natasha?
More.
I have no comment.
Natasha,
I thought that
fire some shots.
Last show you were really nice. I don't know what happened. Like why?
Maybe this is a compliment.
No matter how
somehow.
hot
I don't
she
get it.
is, someone he's saying someone's tired of me.
Oh, Devon Jackson with the big $50 super chat. Whoa.
See? Like, what?
Big $50 super chat from Mr. Devon Jackson. Yo, you're
You know
fucking
all
legend.
this
Devon
money is
Jackson.
going to Brian, right?
Yeah, we don't
You're
get
taking
any of
him
it.
on a date. Like,
Hey, Devon
He's just a
Jackson.
fan.
We can go for a surf session. Okay. That was okay. Devon Jackson with the $10 super chat. He's saying
this
if
is
women,
kind of a good one.
he's saying if women were
Or
more
no, not
concerned
that
about
one.
their body count, they would require men to be better men to sleep with them. All of the progress society has made was men improving themselves for women. I mean, that's definitely true because if women were more selective, men would have to work harder. I mean, the fact of the matter is, though, men already have to work hard to get laid as it is. I mean, yeah, you guys, if you guys are just going after the top 10 or 20% of men, yeah, they'll just hook up with you. But a lot of men have to become men. Men have no like innate value. Or sorry. Let me rephrase that. Men have to create their value. Women are born with their value. So as a woman, you're 18, you're good looking. That's all you need to attract a partner. But for most men,
It doesn't seem that easy.
what's that?
It does not seem that easy.
Does not seem that easy.
well, what do you mean, like attract a partner? Like you want like to fuck?
For a guy to be attractive, he has to become something. Unless he's just like ridiculously good looking, he could bring value.
Guys can be born good looking, just
Yes,
like girls.
sure.
Yeah.
But that's usually not throughout their life. A man's looks is not going to be enough to carry them.
Okay, that's true.
Okay, that's true.
Like there's no 18-year-old dudes that are getting invited onto yachts by women in their 30s.
I actually know a guy who has been. He's my age, same guy, surfer guy.
Yeah.
He taught me how to surf. He said he was in Europe, in Croatia. This old sugar mommy, but put him on a yacht. He's my age. He's not even like extremely good looking. He's cute. Not extremely good looking. He's not super tall.
Is he Croatian? Because maybe that's his
he's from San Diego.
aunt or some bullshit.
He's from San Diego. So
okay, well
he's
that's
like 5'11".
I mean, that's the exception, not the rule. For an 18-year-old guy to get into a room with a man who's very high status, who's like blue check mark, Drake, bro, you got to be providing some value. An 18-year-old girl, any girl here at this panel, you can be maneuvering and moving in rooms with some very, very high status men.
That's why I'm saying, like, for women, it's a lot, like, attracting people is a lot easier for women because I feel like we're being chased and we're not doing the chasing, and that's just how most things are, like, most of the time. I'm saying most of the time, but there are exceptions, you know, but going to like parties or clubs or whatever, girls kind of just have to stand there and guys will come up to them. But for guys, I've said this before, guys, they kind of have to grab their fucking balls, go and talk to a girl, you know, like, or else nothing's gonna happen. They stand there all night, nothing's gonna happen. They gotta do something about it, you know.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Life as a woman is easier in terms of attracting partners.
I want to open it up to the panel on what Aileen just said. Your thoughts?
What'd she say? Okay, summarize it really quick.
I said
Sorry,
attracting partners as a woman is easier than a man.
100% agree.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm pretty sure a lot of people agree.
Basically, if I'll frame it as a question: is dating harder for men or women?
That's a totally like different like thing there.
Yeah.
'Cause
Attracting
like
partners
starting
is
it
different
and then
than
versus like
dating.
keeping it. Yeah. Like attracting a partner at a party.
Dating
or
is
whatever.
very, very hard, especially here.
Especially for women.
Especially for women.
Is it harder for men or women?
For like men?
Generally
I
speaking.
think it's easier for men to date here because there's a lot of women here that
it's
want to
easier.
date.
It's
I
easier
feel like
for
I've
men.
seen so many couples
Yeah, it's
and
easier.
it's actually insane.
I think it's easier for men to date women here because I feel like a lot of women, there's not a lot, but like there's a good amount of women who are over this hookup culture and they kind of just want a relationship, but there's almost every attractive guy is in the hookup culture. So like the very few guys that want to date, it's very easy for them to get a girlfriend. But girls, I'd say not really.
Well, is that because, I mean, I kind of disagree with your premise, but is that because women are chasing after the top 10 or 20% of men?
No. It's because, like I said before at the beginning of the podcast.
By the way, that's actually not a question. I want to reframe that. That's a statement. That is fact. Women are chasing after the top 10 and 20% of men and disregarding all the rest. Go ahead.
I'm saying like these attractive men.
Yeah.
They have these options.
They have no reason.
They have no. Why would they date when they have so many pretty girls lined up for them?
Yep.
They get to fuck all of them, and body count doesn't matter for men apparently, right?
If they get a high body count, is what you mean.
If they get a high body count, then they get to brag about it to their guy friends.
Sure.
Like, oh my god, I fucked this girl. Like,
sure.
It's a good thing for them.
Yeah.
Being an attractive male is a good thing for them. But
yes.
they don't want to date, and girls want to date them because they're attractive. Girls don't want to date unattractive guys.
Well, part of that.
Can you?
Sorry, go ahead.
Can you like
can
agree with that? Like girls like attractive guys.
Yes, I don't.
It would not necessarily 10 and 20%. They're not like successful or anything. We're all college kids. I'm saying like.
Well, yeah,
like
I mean most, but okay, so yes, when you're in college, if you're between the ages of 18 or 21, you're probably less interested in the guy's.
Yeah, financial
status and financial
it's
situation. It's honestly just going to be looks, physical attractiveness.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I think my thing is though is that if you should only, obviously if you're not attracted to a guy, that's an issue. But my thing is that do women have an unreasonable self-assessment of their own attractiveness? And also, do women find the vast majority of men as unattractive? And they've done these studies on these dating apps where women are just swiping right. And it's like they're either 10% of the guys on the dating apps that they find attractive in person. If you only find, let's say, we can go around the panel really quick on this. What percentage of men would you say you find attractive? What percentage?
Like 30%.
30% men? Okay.
Honestly, for me, at this point, my brain has like figured it out. And I'm like, attractive guys, I know that they're not in it for the long run. So I kind of just dig kind of low, and I like a little bit unattractive, but not.
It's like medium.
But not
ugly.
like. Yeah.
That's like the trending thing right now.
I feel like a lot of women are getting on this wave, but like they're not super hideous, but they're not like hot. Yeah. You know, they're like the average Joe. You know, they'll treat you right, but they're not going to fucking play you, you know? So this is what a lot of women, I think, are going for, a happy medium, you know? Like, I see hot guys, I kind of just don't like it. They're just too hot. Like, I know, like, they're just fucking like bunnies. So.
Fair enough. Go ahead.
What was the question? Sorry, one more time.
Of the men that you see on a day-to-day basis or you see on dating apps, what percentage of them would you say you find attractive?
I don't know. I'm not really looking.
When you're hypothetically, you're not before your boyfriend.
I would say like not like a super high amount.
Percentage. 10%,
that I do
20%.
find attractive.
Yeah, the percentage of men that you find attractive.
20%. 20.
Okay, go ahead.
I'd say like 30.
Sure.
I'd say like 20.
Natasha?
Probably same, like 20, maybe
20%? Okay. Fair enough. So I don't even know where we were going with all that. We're
gonna average it and put it on an Excel sheet.
Yeah, we're gonna figure that out. Well, this was the super chat, and we kind of went all over the place with that. But anyways, we're gonna continue with the super. Yeah, we already did that one. That was just I was pulling it back up, but we're gonna move on. Devon Jackson, $10 super chat. Thank you, man. It's ridiculous to think who you've allowed into your body has no effect on who you are as a person. Do you guys want to respond really quickly to that?
I agree. Like, it does affect who you are as a person, but it doesn't affect it 100%. It's not going to define who you are, but it does affect a little bit. Just like everything else will affect you. All your friends will affect you. Your like childhood household will affect you. Everything's going to affect you, but not 100%. It's not going to define you.
Sure. Devon, thank you for the $10 super chat, man. Wally, would you date a cross-dresser? Okay, $10 and up, just a reminder. Jameis with the $10 super chat. Put Natasha on with the girls from Dating Talk number 16. That's the one with Minnesota girl, by the way, Brian. Honestly, I don't remember what the panel was, but let's see. Yeah, well, maybe. I'll have to remember which girls those were, but thank you for the $10 super chat, man. Devon Jackson with the big $50 super chat. I'm disappointed with the no clap backs. Ladies, you got your opportunity. I mean, you kind of clap backed a little bit, but...
Go spend your money on something else.
No, don't listen to her. Devon Jackson. Devon Jackson, your patronage is deeply appreciated on the Whatever podcast, my friend. Anthony Lopez with the $10 super chat. Hypothetically, describe the best scenario for meeting someone organically. It could be a time of day, location, potentially a monogamous relationship. Okay, really quick, just best place to meet someone.
I can't think. I feel what's like a good place to meet someone. I mean, maybe like school. Like at a party. Like people are going to parties, and most of the time, if they're people are going to parties with most of the time to find something to fuck that night. So I feel like school. People are there to get an education, so I feel like that's probably the best. You can just already get a sense of a person there based on the fact that they're at school.
Sure. Okay. Let's see. Aline.
I think a good place would be the library or school or class, but I don't think it happens enough because everyone's just oh my gosh, they're studying, I don't want to interrupt them. It's just too academic, it's too, everyone's all focused and listening to the teacher and everything. It's just not a great time, but I feel like a lot of people would appreciate it more.
Wait, Lonnie, don't hide from the microphone.
I'm just I'm tired.
We're gonna wrap soon.
What was the question? Sorry.
Best scenario for meeting someone organically.
Honestly, anywhere. If you're just out and you see someone, you approach them, I don't know, in public, anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think school is a good one, especially if there's somebody in your class. And, I know it's weird if it's, an academic setting, but, after class, you already have something in common. You might have the same major. That's an easy one where you, already have something in common, something to talk about.
Go ahead.
Just, any social event. If you're talking and hanging out with your friends, they're gonna bring their friends that you don't know. I feel like that's a good place.
I would say anywhere other than a party or a club.
I agree.
Oh, I guess I can answer the question. Definitely not a bar, club, or party. I don't really drink much. Barely drink. Don't party. Don't go to bars. Don't go to clubs. And I don't think you should.
A frat?
What's that?
But you're starting a frat?
Delta Iota Kappa, baby. It's in the works. You can be an honorary member.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, Devon Jackson with the $10 super chat. Yes, I do know where the money is going. I get paid. I'm not sure exactly what this is in response to, but
because we were saying he was the one who sent the 50.
Yeah.
We were bro, where what are you doing with your money?
Devon Jackson is where's Mike Davis, by the way?
You should invite him on the show.
I have. You know what?
Devon Jackson?
Wait, no, Mike Davis.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, he
Invite Devon Jackson on the show. He's like
he
paying
could
you.
potentially
He's your employer.
DM me. Devon Jackson, send me a DM. Let's get you on. Okay. Wicket 1988 with the, I believe this is Czech currency. If you're still in the chat, can you confirm if this is a Czech currency? Is it Czech crowns? I don't know. But hey, thank you for the big $200 Czech crowns. Much appreciated. Tasha, you are awesome. Do you have a response to Mr. Wicket 1?
Thank you, Mr. Wicket. Appreciate you.
Thank you for the big super chat, man. Much appreciated. Nerd Lonnie. Hey, look at that's you.
Bro, what is that?
Oh my God! Stop.
That's
oh my God.
Someone was quick on the.
That's terrible. That
Oh
is
my
a terrible picture of me.
What do you mean? It looks good.
Please remove that mic. No.
I'm smarter than I act and sound.
act so
I
fast.
promise. That's
I'm
Canadian,
actually-
by the way. So that might be from.
Is that supposed to be me saying that? Because I am smarter than I act and sound. So thank you.
Okay. But
What
guys,
the fuck did I just see on the screen?
have you been enjoying chat, Lonnie, or no?
No. No, bro, they would not stop. I feel like they are still bringing up Harvey here every once in a while.
Okay. By the way, we do need more people to do these little funny things where you like take a little clip from the podcast and pretend to be someone on the panel. It's fun. It's fun, guys.
It's funny. Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah.
That's a terrible picture.
And we're going to wrap up here pretty soon, guys. So if you want, get your last minute super chats in. Once again, I will read answer super chats $10 and up. So get them in, guys. We're going to wrap up
Almost
here
$5.
pretty soon. I'm trying to remember if we have one more video. Can you go to the video tab really quick just so I can see if... okay, we have... scroll up, all the way up. Wait, no, scroll up. Hold on. Wait. Stop. Just leave it there. Girls approach. Yeah, we'll do the girls approach guys one. Really cool. All right, we got video.
Imagine if guys were hit on the same way that girls are hit on. Like, imagine like you're a guy at a bar and a girl comes up and is just like, "Damn, bro. Shit, I saw your package from all the way across the bar. God damn, that bulge, man. Shit, look at them arms. Them shits are vascular. Look at them veins.
I don't even... Wait, is this a prank?
Can I buy you a drink? Shit, dude. I'm gonna treat you right. I'm gonna treat you
Are you
right. Let me
serious?
cook for you. Let me clean for you. Let me do your laundry, bitch.
Yes.
Bring that ass over here. Like, what?
Okay, so that's I guess that's a girl like trying to say, "Oh, imagine if we went up to guys." The horror, right? But in reality, like vast majority of men would be fucking super for it because most men get absolutely no attention. Most men to most women are invisible. Did someone spill, by the way? What happened there? Was it Red Bull?
Yeah, sorry.
Can we get some we'll clean it up after the show. So yeah, most men are invisible. Eric, it's all right. We'll get it after the show. We'll do it after the show. So your guys' thoughts. I want to ask, have any of you ever approached a guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, tell us about that.
I mean, just like it's not even like a one-time occurrence. I mean,
Pull
if
the
I'm
mic closer towards you.
like, I'm just gonna hug it. Like at this point, hello. I mean, it's not even like a one-time occurrence. Like if I'm at a party and I find a guy attractive, like I'm just gonna go up and start a conversation. Can you still not hear me?
Go ahead, continue. I'm listening.
I mean, yeah, I go up to guys at parties or whatever. I mean, or I hit them up on social media. Like it's not that rare.
So you've approached a guy at a party.
Mhm.
What do you say?
No, I like want to say I say hey, but I watched one of the segments where you guys were like hating on like the whole like thing of like saying like hey at first.
Well, that was for Bumble.
Oh, I mean, yeah, I just like go up like hey, like where you, the classic where are you from? Like sorry, but I'm gonna use that.
Okay, let's role play. I'm the dude that you're hitting on at the party. Okay, we're at a party.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
what? I'm not
Approach
an
me.
actress.
Approach me.
Oh, like, hey, like, where are you from? Like, it's just like that. And then it's like.
That's your opening line?
It works every time.
She doesn't have to say anything else. I mean, like,
it's
a
easy.
girl
It's
came
easy
up
for
to a
women.
guy, like guys don't have to. Guys, they have to like come with something like nice to say.
Tilt the microphone up a bit.
But you know, if a guy came up to me and just like immediately started like, I don't know, like praising me like over dramatically, like I wouldn't like be all over that, if that makes sense.
So your opening line is, "Hey, where are you from?"
Yes.
If a guy came up to you at the party and was like, "Hey, where are you from?"
Yeah, I would respond.
That'd be okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Go on. You were saying something?
Oh, I was just saying how like it's a girl approaching a guy, like she doesn't have to say anything special, she just has to say something. But a guy, he has to say something special, like maybe like a one-liner or like something like complimenting her.
Yeah.
Like that's usually how it's gonna go. Yeah.
Sorry, what was the question?
No.
Sorry.
So have you ever like approached a guy and...
No, honestly, no.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm sure I have, like in a party scenario, but I can't think of like a specific instance.
Sure.
I haven't approached a guy, but I've approached girls.
I have approached a guy.
What was your opening line?
It's funny. It happened so fast. I don't even remember what I said, but it worked out well. I mean, I think it mostly works out well. Like she was saying, for girls, it's always kind of easy.
I mean, I don't approach guys, but like in like a romantic context. But if I see something like that they're wearing, like usually I'm from San Diego, so if I see like Chargers or San Diego Padres, I'm like, oh my god, are you from San Diego? I don't say it because I want to hit on them. I'm just saying it like, oh my gosh, like we might be neighbors. Like it's not me trying to hit on them. Is that weird? Like I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe a little bit. Maybe.
They probably think I'm hitting on them, huh?
I mean, I think that's actually one reason women say that they don't like to compliment guys, because then they'll think, oh, the guys will think, oh, she's hitting on me.
Oh my gosh. Me and Giselle, we were like literally right before this. Some guy came up to us. He's like, is there any like bars or anything happening tonight or anything going on? We're like, no. We just thought he was like new and he was a tourist, but then he was like, can I get your guys' number? And then we finally realized that he was hitting on us. We just thought he was like, he like didn't know where anything was. Like he was new. Like it just happened.
So he's basically being indirect. And
I don't know. Like we just didn't know that he was hitting on us. We just thought he was
kind of weird, sort of
asking.
So I do want to go back to the whole thing about, because you guys push back a little bit on this, and I appreciate it, that dating is harder. I don't know if you guys said dating is harder for women. You kind of did, sort of, ish.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it is harder.
Did everyone get an opportunity to respond to that?
I think so.
Natasha, did you give your take?
I don't think I did. But I would say that dating is... I would say it's harder for men. I think obviously women have a lot more options, and that makes it easier for women to go out and find a guy.
Word?
I think dating is difficult for unattractive men.
I mean, sure, the more attractive you are, the better your prospects are. But I would actually say that okay, so let's talk just getting laid. Just getting laid, an average woman can outperform even like a top tier guy when it comes to getting laid.
Yeah.
So there's already some advantages there. And also women don't really like, some women initiate, but like, I would say if you had to compare it, a top tier male model looking guy is going to get initiated upon at about the same level as like an average looking girl on dating apps.
I feel like it's like easier for women to have more options, but that doesn't mean it's easier for them to like actually find a boyfriend. I feel like more times like maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like more times girls want the relationship more than like a guy does. So like if a girl has like so many guys like hitting her up, that doesn't mean like she can just pick one and they're gonna start dating. You know, like I feel like it's harder for them to actually find a guy who's gonna want a relationship. And like for the guy, I don't know, you know, like I don't know.
Why do you think it's harder for women to find relationships?
Because I feel like oftentimes like guys don't want them.
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
It's like less common for a guy to be like seeking out the relationship.
Why don't men want relationships?
Because there's a lot of times
to be in multiple pussies. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
Because men
say it with your chest, Lonnie.
I will say that shit with my chest. Like men do not want relationships because they literally want to fuck multiple people at once. Like because one girl is just never good enough for them.
Especially
men
at like
do
even married
age.
men, one girl is not enough.
Men want variety.
Yeah.
Especially at a young age, men they can fuck like a lot, but like especially when they grow older, they can still fuck a lot. But women, as they grow older, they want a relationship, they want a family. Men
want kids and family.
But I feel
and
like
then they cheat on the girl that they have the kids with usually.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually,
women have to carry the children. Women carry the children. Men spread their seed.
What's that?
Women actually cheat more than men.
Women cheat more than men.
We're just better at it.
And y'all cheat for more fucked up reasons.
No,
like guys will
okay,
cheat just because they're horny, but they could still love you.
When a girl cheats, like that shit is so like deeply rooted. Like you have like it's the men's fucking up. Like I don't know, like guys like they could have like the perfect girl and they're
Zero
just like
accountability. Go ahead, continue.
What am I supposed to be taking account for here?
Well,
I'm just saying.
Go ahead, continue. I'll respond.
Like in like relationships, like when like a girl cheats, it's usually for like love and affection, and when like a guy cheats, it's usually simply just for, like you said, like a variety of pussy. But like it's just so much like women cheat for such like a deeper reason, I feel like, and then like for men it's just like a surface level shit.
See, a man can cheat on you and still be in love with his girl, but for a woman to cheat,
I think
like
a woman
you
can cheat and still like love the guy she's with though.
I think cheating in general is not loving the other person.
Yeah, if you genuinely love them, you wouldn't cheat on them.
Now, I'm not recommending people cheat, but what I'm saying is that a man, it can just be, it's just need to get off. Like there could be no emotion.
Why don't you go to your girlfriend? I mean, in a long distance thing, like, you know, like that makes sense.
Right. I think Exhibit A over here.
Exhibit A. But like, if you're like, bro, like if you're like 5 minutes away from your girlfriend and you're still like fucking another bitch, like what, like, just like, I don't even fucking know. Like that shit does not make sense to me.
So I don't necessarily agree with this, but some men will say that the best pussy is new pussy. I don't agree with that because I'm a gentleman. I'm a man of God.
Oh, God.
I am a man of God, but that is a thing. But you know, the thing is also what's really interesting is why is it that women push so hard? And I know this isn't all relationships are different.
I'm like awake now.
But what's that?
I'm like awake now. Like
You're
this
awake?
Conversation is like awake now. I'm
Here,
so
drink
tired.
some more of the Red Bull. I brought that out, by the way.
Oh.
I mean, we're gonna. Anyways, so where was I?
Something about men being dumbasses.
Something about cheating or something.
Can you open this? Or
What
you? My teeth.
Oh, your nails? You can't. Are your nails too long?
They're grown out, yeah.
Okay. So why is it that women push so hard, so desperately want commitment from a man, want monogamy, and yet you often hear like also women complaining. Don't do that. You also hear women complaining when they're in relationships. He's always up on me. He always wants to fuck. Like da 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 da. So like, and I know that's not the case for all women. Some women are just always down, but I hear this complaint sometimes from women. He always wants to fuck. Da da da.
So
well,
that's the other round.
Newsflash. Well, okay, but you definitely hear this in marriages, that it's the woman that's like,
I guess
the dead bedroom is on the woman's side.
Yeah, marriages, it gets long, old, and like.
But you wanted the commitment. You wanted the ring.
Yeah.
So you're the one you want monogamy.
That's why I'm scared of marriage. Like I have to pick someone that I'm gonna be in love with like forever. I'm gonna be totally excited to do things with them forever. Like if you're not gonna be like that, then that's not marriage worthy for me. You know. But I think for women, like why they want commitment so much more than men is because they have so many offers from men to fuck. Like
women just want stability.
Yeah. So like if like women, if they wanted to fuck, they could, but that's easy for them. They want something that's challenging, that's growing them, that's intimacy, that's pushing them. They want intimacy. They want closeness. They want like just a partner.
And like men crave that too, but they just happen to crave it from multiple women.
They crave something that they don't have. Everyone craves something they don't have.
And I do think like there is definitely some conversations about like men are only as faithful as their options, but I kind of disagree with that. There's a saying that goes, men are only as faithful as their options. So if a man has a lot of options, he's not going to be faithful.
Okay. I was thinking
so I mean, my take is I do genuinely think men can be monogamous, and there are plenty of men out there that can be monogamous. But it happens to be the case if you're chasing after very high status men or very attractive men because they have so many options. And also it's just like I'm gonna be upfront. A lot of women are not bringing anything to the table besides sex. They're not adding value to his life besides just sex. And for a lot of guys, a lot of men, that's all they want, right? But for like the guys you're probably chasing after, you're going to have to provide some value besides just your pussy, besides just sex. Because like I said before, if pussy's all you offer, pussy's all I want. So the top tier guys are going to be thinking like that. So, I mean, but just to bring it back to the cheating thing, a man can fuck a girl, cheat, and still love his girlfriend, his wife. But if a woman cheats...
How is it different?
Yeah.
How's it different?
Why is it different?
Well, just like she said, women will cheat for like emotional reasons.
Yeah, so it's like, I mean...
So men can't cheat for emotional reasons?
Well, for most women to want to sleep with someone, trust me, I know there's girls out there with 100 body count. They're just running through dudes. They're totally into casual sex. Hey, that's fine. Whatever. Do your thing. But some women certainly can detach emotion from sex. But for a lot of women, for them to be interested in a guy and to sleep with a guy, there's going to be some component of, I potentially see something there with him.
I think that was
there's
the
like
best
an
point you
emotional
made all
thing.
night,
Sorry, go ahead.
That was like the best point you made all night. 100%.
Well, thank you for the endorsement. Noelani. Did I say it right? Fuck. We'll have to practice. We'll get you back on. Next time I'll get it right. So did anyone want to come in on this whole thing, the cheating thing? Natasha, anybody?
I still think if you cheat, you just don't love your partner.
Yeah, I mean...
Like, if a girl cheats on a guy, she doesn't love him. If a guy cheats on a girl, he doesn't love her. Like whether it's emotional
like love,
or physical.
It's also
like, if a guy sleeps
with
a girl because of the physical reasons, then that kind of just shows that, like, his girlfriend just simply was not enough for him, and that's not loving her.
Loving is giving everything and loyalty and
respect,
having everything between yourselves. Like, it doesn't extend outside of that.
I loved every girlfriend I cheated on.
Fuck you, Mario.
So just to respond to your point, and I think that was in response to my statement about how if men cheat, they can still love their girl. Like they can. So if you were to ask most men that if their girlfriend was okay, if she was still loyal to him, but if his girlfriend was okay with him sleeping with other women and there would be no repercussions and nothing at all.
That's an open relationship. That's not.
But would most men desire that your main chick is okay with you sleeping with other women, but she's still loyal to you? I think most men, if you ask them, would be
okay.
Totally
I agree with
that.
I agree. But if you're
you're
looking for the best top tier men, they're not going to do that.
Well, actually, they're more likely to do that.
No, I'm
No,
not. I'm
top
not
tier
saying
in, like,
like
social
good
status,
people.
and,
like good men.
Yeah.
Oh,
Good
sure.
men.
Yes. Okay.
They're not gonna do that.
Yeah.
But I'm not saying like
I'm
Adam
speaking-
Levine type men.
Right. I'm speaking like men with a lot of status, men who are wealthy, or the top tier men in terms of looks.
I'm talking about good men, men who want relationships, men who want like commitment and a family and just a strong household.
Mhm.
You know,
Fair enough.
they're not going to do that.
I want to go this maybe one or two more questions. Do any of you have a celebrity crush? So either an actor or musician or athlete, just a guy who you think is super attractive that's notable.
Anakin Skywalker.
What's the actor's name?
Kristen Haydenson.
Oh, okay. He's a bit older though. That was like 20 years ago.
Kristen Haydenson. I've had a crush on him since I was a kid.
Okay, so wait. Okay, so Christian Haydenson or whatever. Do you have a celebrity crush or anything?
Not that I can think of. Maybe I need like 30 seconds.
Growing up, my celebrity crush was Nick Jonas.
Oh yeah, me too. I literally had like the Jonas Brothers all.
Me too, yeah.
Hayden Christensen, he's 41 years old, by the way.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Holy shit.
He was young.
Young Hayden Christensen.
Yeah.
Okay. Any celebrity crush or anything?
I would say Jack Harlow, and for the longest time I didn't see the hype, and I don't think he's okay, Aline. I don't think he's necessarily like the most physically attractive, but he's just so charismatic and like
I do like his
appealing in that
personality.
way.
Sure. Did you come up with one or?
Hi,
sweetie. Oh yeah.
Clay Thompson.
Clay Thompson?
Is that a football player?
Oh, basketball player.
He's a basketball.
Yeah, basketball.
Over here?
Megan Fox, probably.
Oh.
She's a babe, for sure.
Understandable. I'd probably say like young Leonardo DiCaprio.
I was
Oh,
thinking
yes.
that popped into my head too. Yeah.
Definitely babe status.
Yeah.
Okay. Young.
Ryan.
I think
mean-
we should have those
By
buttons
King.
too. I think the panel should get those like buttons too, like
Maybe.
so we can do that.
Next show, I'll get you
Okay.
I'll get you a stream deck. Yeah. Well, I mean, The Beach. What was that movie? Was it The Beach with Leo?
Mm-hmm.
The Beach.
Huh?
Haven't heard of that
Is
one.
that
No.
Oh, I think I know what you're
the
talking
one
about.
where he's like in Thailand and there's like he goes to this island, Koh Phi Phi, I think. Anyways, in chat, is it called The Beach? The film, you guys know what I'm talking about. Anyways, so think of your celebrity crush. Would you be willing to share him with other women, but you're the main chick?
No.
Klay Thompson. You're the main
No.
chick, but you have to share him.
No, I just like wouldn't even do that.
NBA, very famous NBA player, taller than your current.
I'll stick to my
team.
inconsistent 6'5" baseball player. Thank you.
Is he a white boy?
Yeah, he's
Okay.
strawberry blonde. He's almost ginger.
Okay, go ahead.
No.
You would
Like,
not share
I'm not gonna-
young Hayden Christensen.
No, I don't care.
Okay.
I said I don't care about status or fame. Like if they're not gonna like
Sure.
do the whole thing.
Yeah, I would not share either.
No.
No.
I would.
You would.
Yeah.
So you
Not
would share
say
young
that.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
For a chance with Leonardo DiCaprio, yes.
Yeah, and young
He'll
Leonardo.
drop you when you're 25.
Oh yeah, we should pull that up.
That's true, but I'd be living well until then.
Nice yacht, a little party.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean,
you can use him for his yacht.
From what I've heard of young Leonardo DiCaprio, I mean even current Leonardo DiCaprio, he got around. Definitely got around. So yeah. So
Cam Newton.
I want to open it up. Last thing, guys. What?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to open it up to you guys. Final thought or question, either for if you want to ask the panel, you want to ask me something. Natasha, we'll start with you. Final thought or question.
I'm surprised. I feel like we all have like a lot of the same opinions on things. I think
Yeah.
none of us like hookup culture. None of us like guys who cheat necessarily. So yeah, I think we can skip me until I maybe think of something.
Yeah, I don't have anything.
I have nothing.
Yeah,
I
I
have
don't
nothing.
either.
I don't have anything.
No? Okay. Nothing? Who was the one who wanted to dump more trauma? Was that you?
Okay, one segment that you did that I watched like
Pull the microphone closer towards you.
a while ago was like you asked, I really liked listening to the people's answers. It was like you asked if a relationship should be equal partnership.
Sure.
I like that question. We should go ask the panel that.
Okay, we'll do that. So what's your answer?
Oh, I have to go first. So I think you guys like talked about like if it was like should be 50-50, and I think when like you're like considering like an equal partnership in a relationship, you have to like consider like outside factors, and not everyone is capable of the same amount of effort you are. And like I would be okay if in like a 60-40 relationship, like I'm giving 60% and they're giving 40% if that's all they're capable of doing, as long as it's like, you know, it's like as much like effort as they can put and like their best foot is being put forward. And then like, I mean, like, I don't know if that's considered like equal partnership, but I think that like you have to just consider like the outside factors that like affect how much effort someone is able to put in.
What's the percentage split on your current relationship?
70-30.
70-30.
I had to do that.
You're doing 70 and he's doing 30.
I would say that. I mean, it's not, it's not even like that, because like I'm like someone who like matches energy to a T. So like whatever, like I want to put in like 100 million, 10%, but like I'm not going to do that because I'm literally just going to match whatever he does. So it's not even that. It's like, honestly, like I would say it's like 55, 45. Like, I don't even know. It's just like, I'm just going to match however he acts. So, yeah.
Okay. Do you believe in 50-50 relationships?
Yeah, but I personally like when the guy puts more effort, because it's just more romantic, and it's just, it feels like he's providing, and I'm like, and I feel like the woman is like, you know, being there for like emotional support, whatnot, and like the guy provides material comfort, and like it's just more strong that way, I feel like.
Yeah, I think 50-50 is a good like relationship dynamic. I think if you're gonna be in a relationship, then you guys are both, you know, a team and helping each other out. So I think it should be 50-50.
Yeah, I would second everything she just said. I think it should be 50-50.
Yeah, I agree. Like, as long as you're giving 100% of your effort or whatever you can give to your partner, then it's 50-50.
I think it's hard for relationships to be 50-50, especially if the man is like the provider in a family, because he's obviously going out and exerting more work into the world. He's, you know, getting money, you know, working and stuff. But I think the woman also serves a really important role in the relationship. So
I think like being like a housewife and like taking care of children is really, really important to their relationship as well. And it puts a lot of like help into the relationship. You're putting a lot of effort by staying at home and taking care of children. It's a really big role, and it's super time consuming and exhausting. And I think that is pretty much 50-50. If you're staying home and taking care of the kids, and the man provides money, and that's pretty much 50-50. And I think that's,
I know, but how
good.
can you do like 50-50 in like a relationship at like 18-19 though? Because like that's like years away. Like that's like total.
It might be the best time to do 50-50 is when you're young, because when you start getting older and then finances come into the picture,
that's true.
Then that's when it gets
when you're
very
young,
complicated.
you're just hanging out, like nobody's really like paying
being a
for other
provider.
people's stuff. Like nobody's putting food on the table. Like you're not living together. It's more of like you're just dating, and it's light and it's fun.
Yeah. I mean, and also there's been a lot of comments in the chat saying 100. I think that's a good attitude to have towards this. Both people need to be
saying like 100%, but like people's 100% look different, and you just have to like know your person and know if
that's
what
true.
their 100% looks like, because my 100% can look a lot different from like.
What's your 100%?
A lot, but I never like it. I feel like I never get to show my 100% ever, because like I said, I'm such like a match energy. I just want to like back up and just like, I'm such like a match energy, like when it comes to like relationships, and I haven't like had a guy who's like shown like so much effort that it wouldn't like feel invalidating to do like all the things that I do want to do for him, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. Well, I think you are dating younger guys, and
Yeah, but I don't like to see myself like dating anyone older. I'm like,
I'm not. That's not what I'm suggesting.
I
but
thought
I
you were
just
just-
when you're
yeah.
younger, I think people are still kind of working out how
Yeah,
to.
like
a lot of people haven't even had like a long-term relationship, so
Yeah.
it's like, they don't really know how to maneuver correctly.
And I think it's like so true. Like I feel like all like girls agree with this, like because this is always said, like when you get out of a relationship, like he doesn't know what he wants. Like that's like so like true. Like I feel like they just don't know what they want. Like I don't know.
Word. Well, so I guess my question is, so a lot of you said like 50-50 relationships, but all of you said like for the paying for the first date thing that essentially the guy should pay. Y'all said whoever
But
asks
our
should
biggest
pay.
thing is like there's a difference between like going on a first date versus like a relationship.
Yeah, exactly.
That's like two like
but
totally
what
different things.
precedes a relationship? There's the initial dating stage.
Like the day that you asked me to be your girlfriend, we're in a relationship. Like that's the date. Like that day. Like now we're.
But what precedes a relationship is the dating stage. So you're saying I don't want to do 50-50 during
Just the
yes,
first. I
most
feel
women-
like the first date is just like that's just like a huge deciding factor. The date after, I mean, I really don't mind like paying for guys. Like that's not like a huge deal for me. I mean, the first one like it'd be nice, but I mean, if we split the bill, whatever. I mean, yeah, I would probably like agree. Like I probably wouldn't be like 100% motivated to like keep something going with you. But I mean, like it's just like the first date is just like the huge deciding factor. I'm like, yeah, the guy should probably pay, and then like whatever proceeds after that, then it's kind of like a mix up. Like it's just a toss up on whether who pays then.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. The whole thing with the 50-50 relationship thing, like maybe when you finally get to the relationship, but everything building up to it,
Yeah.
I want to say it's like 90-10 men.
Well, I feel like if, like, let's say a guy asks you on a date, you're going to expect him to pay because he asked you. But if you guys had, like, a really good time and at the end you're like, oh, yeah, we should hang out again, then I don't think there's a problem with the girl paying next time. Like,
Well,
I wouldn't
I
expect
agree.
the guy to
I
pay
100%
if I
agree
was,
with that.
like, wanting to go on a second date. Then I'd have, like, no problem paying.
Would you offer?
Yeah.
Because it's not usually a given that even if you go on a second date that...
I would offer.
Fair enough. So I guess my question is, men are typically expected to court women, approach women, ask them out on dates, maybe pick them up, pay for dates, make the first move, etc. What are women expected to do to build a relationship? So I'm talking about that initial stage. What are women expected to do?
Wait, so are we saying that like we know this man wants a relationship, right? And he wants to see or he wants to see if you're worthy of a relationship or what? Like he takes you out on a date.
No, he's like, so like when you're like, let's say like the first date, like usually on a first date, like a guy picks you up, like he takes you there and he's like expected to pay, but like what are like you expected to do kind of like in these like dating like scenarios?
Just be
Bring
yourself.
good conversation.
Be yourself, like
But okay, so here's the process. Here's the process for a guy.
Are you expected to impress him? Do you want to do a party trick? I don't know.
I feel like that like goes back to like this is like just like the way that like traditional dating has like faded out. It's like now we have to make it like unnormal for like a guy to like do the things that they like did before, which like
what were
sucks.
the things women did before?
Exactly. I don't know. I mean,
see, but you said you were desirous of traditional courtship, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And do you know what that looks like from a guy's end?
what do you mean?
Okay. So asking you out, taking initiative,
That's like
planning the
traditional dating.
date. Wednesday, 7 p.m. I'm taking you here. Maybe picking you up, leading on the date. So however that looks, paying for the date, et cetera, and then initiating from there. Maybe going for the first kiss. Maybe this occurs on the second or third date, escalating things forward sexually. So if those are the the men's traditional roles, what were the women's traditional roles?
I don't even know. That's actually a hard question. I don't even know. Like, it's like, I feel like in the beginning stages of dating, like, there's not a lot, like, a girl can do just besides like, I mean, really just like show up. I mean, until like things progress and you can like feel like you can like kind of like give more into the relationship, like, you know, like buy him things and stuff, but you're not comfortable doing that at first. And like, I mean, it all like depends on like, also like I'm a huge like believer in like love languages, and it's just like you can't like really like express like your love languages until you're in a more like progressed relationship.
So I guess my question is, what do you bring to the table, or are you the table?
Okay. I don't know. I mean, I never like thought like, yeah, because I mean, like when I think of like traditional dating, I'm obviously just thinking of like what I expect from a guy. I'm not thinking of what I expect for myself in that.
Yeah. So if you were dating a traditional guy, in what ways would you be traditional?
I mean,
would you listen to what he says? Would you let him lead?
Fuck other dudes.
Okay.
Yeah, like listen to him, let him lead. Like, yeah, that's like one way, is just like listening and like respecting like the conversations he has, or like just like, yeah, I mean like listening. I mean, there's just not a lot like you can do to like leave like a huge first impression besides like what she said, like being yourself.
Sure.
Like it's just like, I mean, until the relationship progresses, there's just not a lot of things like a girl can do to show her appreciation towards the guy that she's with.
It's not until further. And you said,
I mean,
it's the initial stage.
The big one is fidelity.
Getting them to know you.
The big one is fidelity.
Well,
even if you're not like,
you're not dating yet.
Right.
So you expect the girl to be loyal to you before on the first date?
So as a guy, that is probably the most attractive thing a girl could do.
But it's not
is
reciprocated.
Saying, I'm not seeing other guys right now. I'm just talking to you. That is probably the most attractive thing a girl could do or say.
I can't guarantee you that on a first date. I can guarantee you that on a third. But I mean, on the first day, I'm still feeling it out. And then, I mean,
So you're not a traditional woman?
Well, what? I mean... When you're most of the time when people are dating, like when you're in like dating, like you're usually like you're feeling out like different situations, and then like you usually like pick one and then like commit to that, and then I'm like done. Like everyone else is cut off, and then it's only you.
Yeah, you're not a traditional woman. If you are entertaining multiple options, then you're not adhering to your traditional gender roles, which is fidelity.
Brian, can I say,
go ahead,
what you said?
You can disagree. Feel free to disagree.
I know. So I have an example. Like, I told a guy like that I wasn't dating. I'm not seeing other guys.
Eric.
And are you seeing other girls? And he's like, yeah, I'm seeing other girls.
Mm-hmm.
I don't expect you to see other guys.
Yeah.
And and then I got all like kind of like riled up about it, and he was like, I don't know why you're mad. We're not dating yet. So I don't know what kind of guys you're talking about, but I think, well, he wanted to date me, and then he got all like startled because I went off about him, about how I expected all of this, you know, and then he was just like, I wanted to date you, and now I don't because you're all like crazy about how all like you expect me to.
Completely just like cut off.
To be loyal when we're not dating, and you're saying how guys like it when women are loyal before they're dating.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I don't think that's true.
Yeah,
I think both of them. I think
you think guys would be upset if you were like, by the way, I'm not sleeping with anybody else. I'm only sleeping with you, or I'm only talking to you.
But this is like before you're sleeping with them. Like that's the whole point. Like if it's like like I'm just like talking about like the first date. Like by the second or third date, like if I'm gonna continue to see you I don't know why I like want to move away from the bike so bad. Like if I'm like continuing to see you most of the time, like yeah, I'm gonna cut off everyone else, because if I go on a second or a third date with you, like my interest has peaked in just you. Like I'm not going on dates with multiple guys. But like just like we're talking about like before the first date, like you're expecting us to like not talk to any other dudes.
No, I realize we're in 2022, and it's not that I have an expectation. I'm not like,
but it would just be nice.
She went on a date last week, like it's a deal breaker. No.
Yeah.
But like, is it something that I would find incredibly attractive? Yes.
Mm-hmm. But then again, men like the chase.
But I also feel
I don't like the chase. I want a girl who's just up front, who's like, Brian, I like you. Let's cut through the bullshit. I ain't about the game.
That is new. Even if a guy doesn't like the chase, if I said like within like the first 3 dates, I'm not seeing anyone, I'm just seeing you, and he'd be like, what the fuck? This bitch is attached to me. She's kind of crazy. Like, she's like obsessed or some shit. So I'm like, now I gotta drop all my hoes for her.
Men value fidelity. Men value purity.
I know, but they're gonna think you're psycho because no women do that.
I mean, if you're if a girl just says, hey, just letting you, if you're like not weird, there would have to be other indicators of you being like needy or clingy for the guy to actually think that.
I feel like it's just different at like, I don't know, your age. Like we're
Yeah.
I didn't want to like say it like that, but
Bro,
I mean,
no, there's no guy who's like, gee, I really wish the girl that I'm talking to right now is like fucking a couple other dudes that really like that. There's no guys that are thinking that. You know?
What about the guy?
No
Do you expect yourself to be like loyal within the first few dates?
It's not an expectation. It's just
no.
That's a good question.
Are you loyal within the first few dates?
I'm so busy. I'm not like how a lot of girls are out here dating like 5 guys in a week.
Okay, how about your buddies, your friends that like who aren't as busy and they probably get hella bitches?
My buddy Chase, who I don't know if he's in the chat. He's a conservative Christian guy who's waiting till marriage to have sex.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not moving like that. But I mean,
is that your one friend?
You know what? Actually, I'm a very lonely. I'm a recluse. I have no friends. But
I feel like the question, like to like kind of like settle our point, is like, let's say you're single right now. Don't like even like just picture yourself as a man. Like, don't even picture yourself like all how you're busy and stuff. Like, you are single, so you're just kind of like feeling out a few girls, and like one of the girls asks you out on a date. Are you gonna cut off all those other girls you're talking to because you got asked out on a date?
She asked, what do you mean? She asked me on a...
Well, this is a very rare scenario.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But you're already assuming that the status quo is that either the girl or the guy is already seeing multiple people. I'm not like, so I can speak about me personally.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so fucking busy. I don't really have time to date.
Uh-huh.
Like, I'm running this business, like it's keeping me super fucking busy.
Uh-huh.
So
respectful.
I'm really only dating, like if I'm going to go on a date with the girl, I'm probably not seeing anybody else.
Okay. Well,
like I'm not, and also I'm not interested in just running.
I think that just makes it harder for you. Like,
so I'm not interested in just running through a bunch of chicks. And then also like, to me, because I don't get it. That's weird. If you're just going to sleep with someone one time, I think that's weird. I want to
hookups. Yeah.
Yeah. If I have sex with someone, I want to pursue that for potential long term.
Yeah.
Maybe that's 100%. Not there, but I'm going to continue seeing them for sure.
Yeah.
A girl has, for me at least, for me to sleep with a girl and then not want to see her again, she has to majorly fuck up in some way.
Yeah.
Majorly fuck up.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's a bit I wanted to something about the hooking up and fidelity thing. I forgot, but
when are we gonna
go
wrap
ahead.
up?
What's up?
When are we gonna wrap up?
Pretty soon. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I just have to do some super chats. But did anyone want to come in on this?
No, move on. Next.
Okay. So, man, there's a bit that I wanted to hit, but I totally forgot. Okay, so we are going to do some super chats and then get your super chats in if you want, and then we're going to wrap up. Okay. I think this is where we left off. Devon Jackson, thank you for the $10 super chat. I'm in New Jersey. LOL, I would only come out for a Chargers game, but it's a hard maybe.
Oh, because they were talking about like you putting them on.
Kiluminati Shakur. Okay, Tupac, what's up? $10 super chat. I just want the fact to remain that body count does matter, and the ladies proved it by inaction to prove it doesn't when they had the chance to spill theirs.
I can't really. Holy shit.
That hurts my brain a little bit,
Wait,
but
I can't.
But I mean, Kiluminati Shakur. Most of the women here did say that they thought body count matters. So.
And I've already said my body count on the other one.
What was it, 3?
Like kind of
4.
4? No, you said 3.
I said 4.
You said 3. I'm pretty sure.
I said 4. Go look back.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay, guys in chat, do a little investigation. Has it increased since last time?
No.
Okay. All right. Jesse, Paul, can any of the girls touch both their elbows together? I think that's directed towards Lonnie.
100%, but not
$10 super chat for
I'm
the.
just saying, like, there was not even $10. That one shouldn't have been read out loud.
Okay. Lonnie is now the co-host of the show, by the way. Yusuf Hijazi. Wait, is this one of those meme names? Okay, $10 soup chat. Thank you, man. Much appreciated. El Mayo, she just said dating is harder for unattractive men, and no one went over 30% when asked what amount of men were attractive. I'm confused why it's even a question with who's got it harder. Okay, that kind of goes back to that. Do you guys have a response to this or? Okay. We got Devon Jackson with the $10 soup chat. A man cheats for the same reason you eat a different meal every day. Yeah, I mean, for men, it's just like, for us, it's just like.
Why is that kind of funny?
Yeah, for us, it's just like food. It's just like. You can still love your girl and hook up.
You're gonna cheat on your wife?
No, not me. Not me.
Why are you saying that?
Just Adam Levine.
Not me.
Just Adam. You're not Adam Levine.
I'm not Adam Levine.
He kind of looks like him.
Oh Jesus.
Don't say that.
Like slightly, like just a little.
Oh my God.
Okay, and I think that is it for the super chats. Okay, so there was something I really wanted to respond to
about like the hookup fidelity thing.
About what were we talking about before that? Was it the 50-50 thing or was it?
Yeah.
It's my bedtime.
Relax. Almost done. Okay.
Study for a psych test.
Yeah, she has to study. Nerd Lonnie.
Whatever, I forgot it. Anyways, so I did open it up for final thoughts, but it sounded like you guys did not have anything else. Yeah. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to say goodbye to the viewers. So guys, we're going to wrap up. Thank you for tuning in tonight. You could have been doing anything else, but you're here with me. I appreciate that. We will be live again Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific. And then we are also going to be doing a show Sunday at 7 p.m. Pacific. Normally we're not doing the dating talks on Sunday. I want to give a big thanks to the lovely panel. Thank you guys. You guys were great. Thank you guys for watching. And we will see you guys next time.